Hello. Hello. I'm just looking at summary.
Okay. Oh, crack, pop, snap.
It's alright, I can get a whole lot of sleep. Yep. 4 hours is the normal.
I'd kill for 4 hours of sleep. What do you do for a living? I work graveyards, is why.
Dude, how do you know? Oh my god. Like, okay, no, I live on 4 hours. But
It's really not good for you.
no, I know it's not. That's how I got shingles.
Go back to sleep.
I ended up getting shingles twice as a baby.
You can't.
That shouldn't be possible.
It's damn near impossible to get it twice, unless your body just sucks.
Also,
It's like
and
I
get
don't know
chicken
what
pox more than
immunity
once.
is. What are these antibodies you speak of?
How do you know if you have shingles? Is it just like a pain or what?
Well, it's streaking pain, then rash, then blisters. That's when you know. That's when you have to go to the doctor and go like, I need antivirals right now, because then otherwise it just gets painful.
Anyway, when last we met, you guys had been setting sail on the open ocean. You ran across some drug runners who you decided not to interfere with in their unlawful business. Let them go about their work in relative peace. You terrified a number of other various vessels on the ocean with your weird foggy ghost ship.
Did we actually take down the crew on the Widowcutter?
I basically just said you did.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have been too hard for us to do it.
If I actually thought the probability was high of you running into another combat today, I would make you all lose a healing surge or two, because they actually were supposed to be a pretty bad fight.
I missed a call. It might be very important. I'll be right back.
Sure, it's not really fun. What a terrible person. No.
Taking his personal life.
I love that I don't even wait for the door to be fully closed before saying
When you get home, look up Shadows of Brimstone. That's the game.
Sure.
I paid a lot of money to get all the
I'm
parts of it.
initially reluctant based on that incredible try-hard of a name, but I'll take a look at it.
It looks really cool, and like, it's basically cowboys versus demons.
You could do worse.
Okay.
Why did they just call it that?
That actually.
Because then people would go, that seems dumb and silly.
Yeah, it's just too redundant. It seems more like a simple card game then. Like, that's the type of name for a simple card game. Like, what's that? Zombie dice, right?
I like that
Yeah,
game.
zombie
Just
dice.
like simple, really straightforward game. Just
The game is
Simple name.
dumb.
It's like a non-game almost. It's like
Well,
rock,
it
paper,
isn't
scissors.
really. Rock, paper, scissors theoretically has a strategy involved. To an extent.
if you watch anime, that's what they think. It's like you have to watch their hand and watch as they open it, and you can tell what they're gonna do. And you change it really quick.
Was it the important stuff or was it telemarketing?
It's from my bank, but it was an automated thing, so I called back and they're like, yeah, thank you for calling back. However, if you got a message from us, it's not urgent.
Thanks, guys. Calling at dinner time. Sheesh.
I'm sure they were just sending either email or mail.
Yeah.
Anyway, you ignored the group of drug runners. You then made your way further on. You found the pseudo-wreckage of the Blue Raven, which had a couple of crew members that had been turned to stone. Realized they had apparently run afoul of the Gravelstrokes. You then were sailing on in the night. Waldo noticed that in the night your ship had been tacking off course for some reason. You can draw whatever suspicious reasoning you can think of for why that might be.
Oh, we have, don't worry.
Random DM bullshit.
I don't think it, well, actually, yeah.
It wasn't random, I can say that.
No, it's a Noah thing, probably.
Anyway,
He wants us to fight drows because he shares my hate.
We all do.
I do actually share a special hatred for Drow, but that's just because Wizards of the Coast did 3 back-to-back seasons of encounters featuring Drow, and I was just like, I'm so fucking sick of these guys. They're just boring now.
Yeah, you say that until there's like 3 seasons of kobolds.
What?
Kobolds are amusing though, because you can make kobold traps, and those are always fun.
You know what's even better about kobolds?
Anyway,
You, I think only a few of us got that joke.
yeah.
Let's send you an email with a link.
Kobold.
Kobold.
Kobold. What'd you say about my mother?
Anyway, you were then attacked in the night by the Widowcutter, a ship of love-worshipping drow who decided to try to take you captive.
In which we cut some widows.
Yes. Well,
Wait,
oh,
maybe? What the captain
If
is.
Witt actually says that, I go,
the captain might be a widow. She might have murdered her husband at some point.
you know, widow?
She seems the type. Anyway, you decided that the best course of action was to catapult Fling, your autonomous robot,
Yay.
and also Gougy
Yeah, with
across the sea and into their ship.
the
With
dwarf,
rifles.
with the dwarf attached.
I mentioned the autonomous robot. That was the joke.
It's the autonomous ent. Gosh.
I didn't call it a robot.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
a roar.
dwarf king, people.
You're terrible.
We're already being racist to drow. Why not dwarves?
That's not completely false though. They're not people.
Depends how you define people.
Yeah, sentient beings.
Humans.
Ah.
You giant.
People.
Has
giant
Ragnar been growing
species.
taller?
Pure humans
By the
without
way-
the word half in their name.
Yes.
And Ragnar has been growing taller, hasn't he?
Wrangler? Not particularly.
No? Okay.
The trees just like must become more tree.
It doesn't happen until he grows above his head and starts getting leaves.
Little
He
sprigs
turns
coming
into
out.
a mega Venusaur.
He's got a big pink flower on his forehead.
Is it just an afro of leaves?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, after a dramatically cut short battle with the remaining crew, you took the captain captive, and did you take the other crewmen captive, or did you just kill them?
I know I tossed one overboard.
I'm pretty sure we tried to
I'm
not
gonna say murder.
Yeah,
I
I was about to say, I know what you did with those,
Here's the thing.
but did the rest of you do that?
Rampaging murder. No, you
It
guys.
wasn't mercy that led me to not kill them. It was they might have answers.
No. Yeah, here's what
You
happened.
got the captain.
They didn't kill them, but I did eventually.
Deal.
Eventually.
We will barter about this.
It's like, yeah, we'll knock them out. I'm like, oh, hey guys, I'm gonna take these guys down below deck.
I'm just gonna take these guys down below decks.
Like, look, you can meet 1
Looks like
hour
they
with
all
all of them
died from
alive,
their
and then you get all night with them dead.
Yes. Yes. Raised us. Can we use them as skeletons on the ship too, please, guys?
Convert them to our skeleton crew?
Yes, I would love that.
Possibly.
I would love that.
Maybe if you ask them
What are you, a
nicely.
Disney necromancer?
We have a skeleton crew.
Yep.
Adding more members is always a good idea.
That would defeat the entire purpose of the skeleton crew, which is a low number of members.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
No.
Except in this literal case.
In this literal case, I want an army.
How many times can we use the same stupid pun? Every time.
Every time.
So yeah, let's do that.
There is no ritual in the book for raising the dead. Presumably no one kept that memorized.
Damn it!
Oh, dang. But we can buy it from the next.
Let's throw the dead bodies on our ship.
Because most towns just have ready access to
Oh,
necromancy.
yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
middle of the trade war, guy in a cloak with a skull painted on it. Suck.
Wait a second, I think I know a necromancer.
It's
2 for 1 on
life.
life training spells today.
Fine. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna hang all these drow bodies all over their ship.
No.
Let's take stuff from their ship.
No, I'm doing that first. We're doing that first. Hat on. Skeleton crew, loot the ship.
But we want to loot the ship.
They'll
Why
throw
would you
it-
take this simple joy from him?
They'll throw it in the fucking galley. It's all good.
You notice a couple of them are picking up the captain and seem to be carrying her towards your ship.
Leave her be. We got her.
Okay. A couple of them pick up some other drow and start carrying them towards your ship. Evidently they have pocket change. They're not great at this distinguishing what you
Yeah.
define as treasure thing.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm gonna go to the captain's
Good job.
quarters.
This guy has 4 coppers in his pocket, so we're taking him onto your boat.
Perfect.
He has a gold tooth. They take him, but they don't pull out the tooth.
Exactly. It's exactly the sort of thing they're doing.
Perfect.
Anyway,
Exactly what we want.
so are you murdering them or not? At least in the
I
immediate
will.
sense.
I will be
Okay, how
I'm gonna try
effectively are
to-
you doing this?
Yeah.
by smashing their heads in.
Out
Okay.
of the sight of everyone
You have
else,
a
or
knife.
No,
Don't you?
My point
I
is,
have a spiky flail.
this is true.
That sounds horribly inefficient.
It
It's
is.
just,
It's just really inefficient, very vicious.
and I rip their souls apart.
look, there's like an
The
island
point
nearby.
I'm
we
making
can
is, are you
ditch
just
in there.
like killing them during the fight, or afterward are you like sneaking them off and murdering them?
Nah, I'm gonna kill him during the fight.
Okay, so there are at least a few of them that are alive,
Oh.
including one that got thrown off the boat. Who
How
does
many-
not seem in a big hurry to climb back
Can you
on.
give me a number of how many I have killed?
Probably like 6 maybe?
Oh my god, that's so generous.
Sure. I'm figuring that during the
Yeah.
fight,
Drow don't have souls.
I believe you've established this
It's like you
yourself.
just keep hopping from place to place trying to do the
No,
finishing
you're
blow on all of
mistaking
them.
all drow for just me. I don't have a soul. Fucking Walt took it.
Anyway,
Well, there are cultists, so I don't know if they could be, throwing your life, etc.
however, as you are merrily looting the ship,
Interrogate the captain.
well, she's currently unconscious, but as you're going through the ship looking for loot, you do find something in the cargo hold, which is there's a person in it. There is a human male. He is chained up onto the floor,
Skeletons, don't
and
touch
he
this guy.
looks like he's been beaten up quite badly.
I push everyone out of the way to see who
Yeah, I
it
go,
is.
skeletons, leave.
Man, you okay?
Your brother.
Just take the cat.
Oh, whoa.
I have to be kind
I
of
immediately
pulled
command the
away.
skeletons to go back to the ship
Okay.
and start taking the money and or treasure out of the body's pockets and throwing them overboard.
Wait, it sounds like you're throwing the money overboard.
Throwing the bodies overboard.
You do that.
Yes.
Do I recognize the person?
You do not.
Do any of us recognize this
Nope.
person?
You're not sure who he is.
As there's a cage door, right?
He's about a 45-ish year old man. He's got sort of hair going to grey. Looks like it was probably black once, brown eyes.
There's a cage door.
What's his
No,
clothes
he's just
like?
shackled to the floor. His
Okay.
clothes are in pretty good condition. They're not like fancy, but they're well made. They look like something that like your sort of worker would wear.
Okay.
Somebody
So
stay.
not like a merchant or
somebody
or
stay
He
with
doesn't
the
look like a
drawbridge.
merchant or a nobleman. No, he looks like maybe like an artisan,
Rangram.
something,
Stay
someone
with
of
the
that
drawbridge.
kind of caliber.
Okay.
You can handle her.
His clothes are like clean
Captain.
and well
I think
made,
we
but
got
they're not
Gougy
fancy.
sitting on her.
Okay.
Or like restraining
Okay.
her somehow.
Get him to carry her.
Is he awake?
Like I'd like to stay
He's
around
awake.
her so that she can't escape.
As you come down the stairs, he starts rattling his chains and waving at you and asking for help.
I walk up first since I'm a drow.
He looks
You?
as you
Everything he notices that you're covered in
As-
blood.
you descend the stairs. He immediately does this and curls
I'm
into a
like,
ball.
I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're all right.
He's not with those people.
He does not uncurl.
You know what?
What's your name, buddy?
No response.
I think Azazel just needs to leave
just
the
leave.
room.
I got this.
No. I got it.
I proceed to start
Diplomacy
pushing out of the
check.
door.
Diplomacy check.
It's like a -10.
No, I'm
Automatic.
opposed strength check to
I
push it
crit.
out.
You're a drow on a ship full of drow that have been torturing him for days. There are no words you can use to convince him. He's heard that line before.
Gougy takes the captain down, and I grab her and start punching her lifeless head. It's like,
She's not dead.
I mean, like,
She's
she's
unconscious.
unconscious. It's like-
I'm like, Azazel, I think you're
I rolled
further
strength to
intimidating
push
him.
him out.
I think you just need to leave.
I rolled
Gougy,
a 25.
just Gougy
You
starts
want to roll
escorting me back out.
competing strength on Ranker? He's trying to just push you out of the room.
Nah,
I will help him with that.
Gougy's assisting, but he's
If my
pushing up
deployment-
effort.
19 on the die.
if my diplomacy doesn't work, I just walk up.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Alright, I'm taking the captain upstairs.
The main reason that the punching thing wouldn't have worked is he's not looking at you. He's like tucked into a ball with his eyes closed. He
Fetal
doesn't want to
position.
leave an eye open to be gouged out.
I take the captain upstairs and start trying to slap her awake. Just like,
In the meanwhile, eventually, he sort of does want to look over and see that there aren't any drow. Looks around at you guys. Who are you?
I am Dr. Heisenberg.
I offer him some food and I proceed
Was he
to
a
try to
doctor?
get him out of his shackles.
He immediately
I'll
takes
get
his
his
food.
doctorate.
I asked him to slow down and not have some
Here's-
water.
here's Mr. White.
He does not.
If you have not had food in a while, that's gonna choke you and you're gonna die. Just saying. Just. That's
He
disappointing.
drinks water too.
Don't worry, you're free once we can get those chains off you, buddy.
Sure.
Pulls up your giant axe.
Anyone can roll either thievery or athletic or strength. Strength is harder.
I call down and say, don't free him before you find out why they
16.
chained him up.
22.
There you go. You're sort of pulling at it. Rangram sort of comes over and the two of you sort of pull together.
Stupid
Yeah, snap it off. And the links pops apart. He's very thankful. Oh, thank God. Are they gone?
Most of them, yes.
Oh God, what if they come back?
No, don't worry. Those
They're
who are
under
not dead are
custody.
going to be interrogated.
And then killed.
Good.
I overhear that go, and then killed.
He is very eager about that part
What
of the
about
job.
that one?
Don't worry, he's with us. He doesn't like his kind.
Oh, okay. He seems actually immediately accepting of that.
So, what ship were you from? Where were you going? How can we help you?
I wasn't really part of a crew. I'm not really a sailor. I was just
How'd
out
you
on
end
my
up on this
boat.
boat? You were just on a little one-man boat? What?
Yeah, I live over in Silverport. I'm a baker. I like everyone in Silverport owns a boat. I was just out here sailing for fun. And they found my ship and they sank it and they dragged me into the water and threw me down here.
So why are they interrogating you?
They
Why
weren't.
didn't they just kill him?
They were just beating the shit out of me for fun.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like crap. Did they heal you afterwards to beat you up more?
Yes. Of course they did. That's their favorite thing to do.
I love the implications of healing magic.
Yep.
Well, we got a few maps. If you could point out where you live, we can help sail you back.
Yeah.
After we're done our business.
I live in Silverport. It's not far from here. I don't know what these people were doing here.
Inside
I've never
check.
heard
Can I
of
see if he's lying?
Yeah, go for it.
I am very bad at this.
7.
17.
I got 50.
12.
15 or 50?
15.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
You might want to check that math.
No, I was on the exact same boat as you. I'm like, there's no way.
How?
Unless he has a 50 scrolled on the d20. In fact, there's a 0 beside every number on the side.
Unless you have a base.
Yes, I got 200 on the die. And that 200.
Let's have a base 30 and crit.
No, all you need to do is hit some kind of bullshit power that says instead of roll twice and use either the result, it says roll twice and add the results.
Granted, that can still fail.
And then use a second power that says once a day you can treat a roll as a nat 20.
Oh.
It's like 40. Nat 40.
It'd be so awesome if my use 7 souls worth on stuff like that. Just nat 20, nat 20.
As far as you can tell, he's not lying or concealing anything from you.
Okay.
He tells you he's from Silverport. It's actually the same place you were going to anyway.
Oh, okay.
Although, Waldo, you're aware that that's not technically the city's real name. That's just what everyone calls it.
Okay.
The city is technically called Dian. D-I-Y-U-N.
Sorry, repeat that?
Dian. D-I-Y-U-N.
Okay.
It's actually a drow word, and it means city of silver.
Oh.
Alright.
I could have told you that.
Yes, you could have.
I asked him what valuables
I'm
he
not
had
planning on
that was
dying.
taken, and I asked him what valuables he had that was taken.
Never
and he
heard
didn't
that
describe them.
before.
None, really. I mean,
Actually, never have.
The money I had on me, but it wasn't much. It was only a few silver, but
Okay.
they just took me.
Okay.
Sucked my boat, though.
Oh.
I'd like to loot the bodies that are up here.
Yeah, go for it. Would you like to loot the captain?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, we'll give him a gold piece back.
The captain is wearing his
Oh, hey!
Ambusher's drow mesh leather armor and an elven chain shirt.
Which you just stripped off her.
Yep.
Whoop.
So she's now on the thing naked.
He's probably wearing a shirt.
Okay.
Most
You get an
people don't wear
intimidation
armor.
bonus
Most
if you
people
do.
aren't naked underneath armor.
Yeah, you
Yeah, man,
should.
chainmail chafes. Like, okay, have you seen sprinters?
Do you wear leather?
They actually have to have, like,
Why, you don't want the cape?
band-aids.
Or
I wear
whatever it is.
chainmail.
chest.
Oh.
Wait. How much armor? Wait, what's your armor? Do you have
Cool.
decent armor?
I use cloth.
He's a wizard.
Okay.
He wears plate.
Scales.
Scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
party.
Yoink.
Yeah!
Yeah, Team Clanky.
Hey, I'm sneaky and
Team
clanky.
non-stealth.
Team Clanky and Team Squishy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm squishy enough.
You are oddly squishy for a
Did you
fighter.
want the chain shirt? Oh,
No.
no, it's cool. Okay.
Yeah, they are separate items.
Woo.
I
Because
don't.
you're wearing heavy armor.
Like honestly, I don't think I need the extra AC.
I mean, if you want
What's your AC?
You could give that to Waldo, actually.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah. Copy down the chain shirt.
The bottom one.
Okay.
I go, hey guys, I found this.
You can also
Throw
just
it down.
write +1 item bonus to AC.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Alright.
Ask him about any loot he may have seen on the ship, such as torture devices. Just kidding.
Hey man, is there anything on the ship to loot? I mean, acquire?
To requisition for the watch.
It's our
Well,
ship
I mean,
now.
you might want some reimbursement for your troubles.
Well,
There's a lot
I
here.
You probably want to go with the captain. I mean, in any kind of piratey ship like this, the captain's going to have their first pick of it anyway. Right?
So I already got a +2 item bonus to AC
You do
because
not
of
have an
my...
item bonus to AC.
But I have a visage of...
That should be an enhancement bonus to AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the bonus that magic armor normally gives you.
Okay.
An item bonus is different, so they stack.
Okay.
Yeah, your visage thing basically functions as magic armor in a way.
Loot the captain's quarters.
Alright. You find about 200 gold, with mostly gems.
Oh.
You find one that is a big chunk of amber, about that big.
Oh.
Inside said chunk of amber is a black spider that has gotten stuck in it, in a shape that is vaguely reminiscent of the icon of Lol.
Whoa, take
Before
it
you
before
smash it,
squish
Money, more money, hatred, money.
And money wins out.
Yeah.
That's your true deity.
You see, that's why we know we can trust him.
I will always
Because when the
choose
chips
money.
are on the table,
He will choose the chips.
yes.
When the chips are down, he will take them and leave you to die. Anyway, the man will introduce himself as Louis Shi.
Okay.
That's Shi spelled with an X-I. Like
Cool.
a Chinese kind of name. And he will tell you that he would really, really like to go home.
Look, buddy, yeah, we'll get you home. Just don't let our boat scare you.
Why would the boat scare me?
It's a little
You know how
uneasy.
most boats have a skeleton crew?
No.
Guys, he doesn't.
Don't talk
spell.
about the ship!
They're
X-A
just surrounded
on
in
the-
fog. It looks kind of creepy.
You realize the crew doesn't have to be active. God.
I just mentioned the fog and that's it.
Thank you.
And if you see weird things in the fog, that's just an effect of the fog.
That's just your hallucinations getting
From-
better.
from being
From
tired,
from
hallucinating.
PTSD.
Yeah.
I am reminded of the greatest bluff check in a game ever, which was Neverwinter Nights 2. There's one where if you take the being a thief side quest, one of the things is you're supposed to burn down a watch house, and
Oh,
you're
no.
sort of wandering through the yard with a torch, and there's a guard who can stop you, and he says, "What are you doing with that torch?" There's like a DC 30 bluff check, which is what torch?
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so on the ship.
And what happens if you crit that test?
If you actually succeeded, he thinks he's hallucinating and leaves.
I'm on the
That
ship.
should never
It's
work.
like, but it's like DC 30 or 40, so it should be impossibly.
On the ship, I tell the skeletons to go hide in the bowels of the ship,
Sure.
and
They
leave
go out- they
leave
go
the
hide
bodies
in the bathroom.
piled of the drow just in a corner, so I can toss them off later.
Have them sort the bodies down there and all their stuff.
Have all the skeletons hide in one corner, pile the drow bodies up like a wall to shield them from view.
Perfect. That sounds.
That won't look suspicious.
We need their meat to feed dragons.
Just tell them to play dead.
We have a dragon coming. It's even better. That's it's not even really a lie, because Noloth might show up eventually.
But he's a witch.
So what?
He doesn't need to eat.
You'll raise dead.
Yeah, drow dead.
Good.
That just means you get drow skeletons. They're shorter.
But those are the worst kind of skeletons.
The little white hairs attached to the skulls, though.
I mean, I bet even their bones are black.
No.
I've never
Slice.
seen a drow skeleton before.
I just go slice. Nope.
Let me check. No, by the way.
Why didn't you just check one of the drow crew members?
Hindsight is 2020.
Getting crazy and...
Ran my own
Anyway.
flag.
Yeah.
Anyway, was there anything else you'd like to ask the gentleman? Or warn him about? He says, I can sail a bit.
That can be helpful. We don't have enough people to help sail our ship.
I call down and
How'd you
say,
get out here then?
Luck. We have this little book. It's been telling us some things, but that's it.
In my
I mean,
experience,
it's
we
how our
had...
drow were able to catch up to us.
You don't want to be listening to books that tell you things.
I don't know,
That
man.
never ends well. I've heard stories about books like that.
I call down, hey Witt, you might want to tell him I might be a little bit intimidating. Just saying.
Why don't we just...
I don't even have to say that. You are.
Hey,
and you're drenched in the
Waldo.
blood of your kindred.
Especially because of this.
Yeah, Waldo, do you have any rituals to put him to sleep until we get there?
It's called Ritual Punch.
Well, he needs his rest anyway.
It's called the Ritual of Punch.
Hey, Will 34?
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know why I bothered to ask. But yeah, as you're moving the drow bodies around and setting them aside, you realize sort of halfway as you're idly licking blood off your hand, you realize you're doing it.
Uh-oh.
No. Mindscape. Alice, are you making me do that?
I don't know if I'd use the word making, but
I don't mind, but I prefer not drow blood. Just saying.
I don't like having drow blood in me. Fetch me a bucket and a knife.
Like, Alistair, just, like, I don't mind, just ask me first. Like,
It's got a very smoky flavor.
Alistair, I've shown that I'm willing to do this stuff.
I wasn't doing it intentionally, lad. It's just, you got drives. They manifest.
Just ask me first. Like, you know I'm cool with it at this point?
Just ask me.
Just be like, look, lately I've been doing things without realizing it. I just,
Like,
I would like to be
informed.
Consent, please.
Like, yeah, like, you know I'm cool. Like, I drank blood before. I mean, come on, man. I got your back.
Roll perception.
18 plus 5 is 23.
Alright. Notice the hand that had blood on it, that you were licking off, the pattern where your tongue made, that's not a random pattern. That's part of a sigil.
Ew.
love.
It's probably a riddle
Might
too.
not have been Alistair doing that.
You might want to ask someone about that.
Alright, give me your hand, you big
No, I'm
baby.
upstairs.
We're
I'm
downstairs,
You guys are
yeah.
downstairs.
We're
Hey,
downstairs.
Waldo, what's this sigil? Why is your arm covered in blood?
Don't ask that.
Don't worry about
Are
it.
these tongue marks?
How would you know what tongue marks look like?
It's all bumpy.
He's been in the Navy for a while now.
Ooh.
That was a low blow. Speaking of low blows,
Jesus. Jesus.
how long can I ride this stupid joke train?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, okay. I go, hey, Waldo and or Morgan, I need you to take a look at something.
I go upstairs. You didn't take apart the robot, did you? Come up to check on that robot.
Look at this.
Gougy looks okay. He's got still some dents and pry marks from where the captain was fiddling with him.
It's got some drow still stuck in him.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can roll me in our contract to fix it.
22.
He goes back to hold it.
Yes, you go to fixing the robot by ignoring him if he's
Yes, what
panicking.
is it? I'm very busy.
While she's fixing the
I'll get
robot,
to
I'll
you with your
check
panic gas in a minute. My robot is dented.
My robot is dented.
It's scuffed.
Hey, Waldo, you know Draconic. Does this say anything?
It doesn't say anything in Draconic. It looks like it was part of a sigil for a spell.
Okay,
It's
so
not complete enough for you to figure out what it was supposed to do.
I'm gonna let it be complete.
Okay. No, maybe
Is
that's
there-
not such a good idea.
Would there be enough to know, like, the category of magic?
Can you look it up in your book?
I wonder.
I'll
if
look
it's-
it up in my sailor's manual.
Well, it's not that you don't recognize the symbol, it's that it can be
Incomplete.
used for a lot of things.
Mhm.
It's like just part of a spell.
Now he's just
It's
messing
like
with
finding a piece of
I-
text that says,
I
and
wonder-
then they.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
Hey,
you,
guys,
you know it's words,
I
but it's
wonder.
not helpful.
Ray's dead. Smack a drow body.
You leave half a sigil in blood on its face,
Aw.
Damn it.
as well as a dent.
Well, maybe the sigil is
Smash.
copy printed text. That's exactly what my character says.
Oh my god, that symbol went from your hand to him, it's like magic! The symbol on him has a slight splatter to it.
Alright. Never mind. Alright. Just somebody keep an eye on me.
Yeah, I think
So you're-
everybody needs to keep an eye on you.
So you're ferreting your skeleton crew off into a little disused corner of the ship?
Yeah.
As
As
you,
you just like rolling bodies off the ship.
if you let Louis up, he will head over to your ship. He's limping a bit, but seems to be much more sort of cheery once he's in daylight.
Hooray!
Out in the open air again. It's not
Yeah.
daylight, but
Is there any booze on the ship for Rangram?
booze?
There should be some wine, I assume.
Boozy wine.
Yes. There is a bottle of some kind of liqueur.
Some kind of liquor. A wafting. Ooh, how
Smells like- It
sophisticated.
smells like alcohol and something else.
Blood!
Blood.
Blood! Here, let me see. Is this drow drink? I'm just kidding.
Do you take it from him? Take it with
You
you?
could give it a
Can
sniff.
I look at it?
I'm not gonna stop you.
Do I recognize it?
It's
Is it
Telcara. It's a drow liqueur. It's made of liquor and spider venom.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's kind of like that poison stuff you had before.
It's got a bit of a bite to it, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that.
There you go. And if you drink too much of it, you die.
You go blind.
No, you don't go blind, you just die. Your lungs stop working.
Be careful. I tell him all that and go, be careful.
You're not sure that the dwarf needs to be careful.
Hey, merchant
He'll
guy,
probably be fine.
want a drink?
What a drink.
No, please don't
crippled
poison
system.
Lily.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
start wandering around and try to douse for any magic.
And just continue to throw bodies overboard.
You don't find a lot of like useful stuff. You can find some things on the ship that appear to be magic, like the compass. It looks like it's
Binoculars?
powered by magic. There is no spyglass.
Telescope.
Sadly, the mast that Gauchi was shaking and trying to
It
pull
fell on
free, it looks like there was a spyglass on it. It fell off and it's on the deck, and it makes a tinkling sound when you think it up. Never, never get a spyglass.
Sorry.
Someday there will be a mission that requires it'll be an ordeal for you to get one.
And in the very last moment of that mission, I will use it in hand-to-hand combat. But saving the day.
Just before you actually need it for something. One other thing you do find is up in the crow's nest, one of the crossbows that's mounted up there is actually a +2 superior crossbow.
Oh. Maybe one of you guys should take it because I have a +3.
Um,
But stash
it would literally just go to like money.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
a superior. Well, it's not. Yeah, let's just say it's
Because we
superior
each
crossbow.
have ranged attacks that we now independently use.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, don't I need
Well,
proficiency in crossbow?
Yeah,
you have provisions in regular crossbow. I'm gonna say this can be either a superior or a regular crossbow.
That's just-
up to you.
it's just gold now.
Well, they're close enough for a crossbow. They're
I
one or
will-
two turns away.
I will point out that Rangram does not really have a reliable means of ranged attack. He has one.
Rangram, have it fuse into like your shoulder.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Predator.
Graft it into his
Predator, he just
shoulder.
gonna bolt it onto his
No,
shoulder.
no, 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 no,
I
graft
will
it, no,
do
graft it, no.
eventually.
Try and convince the tree to grow a little branch that sticks up like this,
As
and
a
then
little
that can go like this, right? So it pops up like a fucking shoulder.
And then on the other shoulder, like a wand of fireball or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be like Predator.
What? Okay. Yes, please.
You didn't understand the whole point of me wanting to do that? Be like shoulder cannon, Predator!
I was thinking like Gundam units. I'm sorry.
Predator!
He's only a Gundam if there's like a little dude inside who's like angsty and piloting him.
I'm just going to take the crossbow and holster it.
Okay.
Wuss.
Wait, now you just go like, what a wuss.
You're overcomplicating things.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
By
yes, they
making
are.
them more awesome.
That's precisely what they're doing.
You make that sound like a bad thing.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I've got free hands. I can just pick up the crossbow, like,
But here's
drop
the
it
thing.
and punch.
Crossbows are two-handed. You need to put your axe away.
Here, hammer.
The hammer,
You're thinking of the
Which-
handle.
I
Although
don't
actually you have hammer fists. So
You know
don't
what?
need it.
Even better.
Exactly.
Make a crossbow hammer.
Oh God. Rocket tree punch.
Where it's on the handle of the crossbow, and you go boom, and then
No, it should be a
No,
little
no,
crossbow.
it's literally just like a crossbow that has a hammer arm like this. When you pull the trigger, it goes bonk.
I take
Genius. It's a
Aha!
hammer with a little hand crossbow on it. So when you hit somebody with the hammer, it then fires a little.
I walk to you with the crossbow.
Mm.
Do you think you can mod this to shoot my hammer?
No.
it's
Aw.
hammers.
That extends beyond mod and into building a catapult.
But actually, you might be
Coincidence,
able
we
to
have
trade it in.
catapult.
When we're
That
in
is
town,
not
you might be able to
hand
trade it in
size.
for a hand crossbow. that's a one-handed weapon, and then you might be
This
able to
this is
enhance your
Well, the thing is,
hammer.
FYI,
He can use his fist as a hammer,
Yeah.
so he doesn't
And
actually.
then it shoots people, maybe.
guys, this is not Green Arrow, where you know you have novelty arrows that have fists on the end
Yeah.
that don't fly properly,
Yeah.
because that's you know
Yeah.
physics.
We are now playing Mutants and Masterminds.
Oh, that does give me an idea.
Hmm.
Let's see, I take a length of rope and see if I can tie my chili hammer to the other end.
Sure.
Okay.
Have that ninja weapon with the ball and chain, and then the hook on the end. So it's just a hammer and then a crossbow.
Can we interrogate the captain now?
Yes.
Is she
well, no,
Witt?
I'm just slapping it. Okay,
Sure.
Just
Yeah. She's
I'm
going to?
there too to look out
Make
for this
sure.
dude.
Yeah, let's not kill
And to
her
make sure he
yet,
doesn't
guys.
kill her too quickly.
Nah, I'm not gonna kill her yet. God.
You could in a fit of rage.
Yeah, you
Nah.
could in a fit of
She
rage.
comes around and she spits in your face.
Whoa.
Slap.
Wait, check to see if the spit is poisoned.
It is.
I just go like this.
Looks like if it's left unchecked, it would cause you to go blind.
I go like wipe it off and throw it in her face.
She doesn't seem to care.
Slap, slap.
She just starts laughing at you.
Oh yeah, she's a clone.
Do you know who I am?
Doomed? A traitor? Scum?
Okay.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, but I find you're scum, so it's feeling mutual.
I am the
I
one
thought
who
you had a
knocks.
speech prepared for the day you'd encounter another drow.
No, I've just happened enough that.
You need like your I am a my name is Inigo Montoya speech.
No.
For every drow we kill, like
My
seriously.
name is Azazel, but too lazy to come up with a last name.
Yes, exactly.
You cursed my soul. Prepare to die.
Okay. Who's like? Why'd you say that guy? I point over to the human.
You
Two.
get nothing.
Louis? Looks like we've already taken quite a lot from you already.
You've taken nothing from me.
Intimidate check. It's not gonna do anything, but 35.
Is she crazy? Is she even in like
I'm gonna start
like a
stabbing
reasonable
guys.
frame of mind anymore?
Just
She's
not
laughing
in
along,
the
but
core
She
region.
seems lucid.
Okay.
Not
She
in
just
this
doesn't
region.
seem remotely afraid of
spider,
you.
crush it, and go, this is what will happen to all.
Where did you find a spider?
No, in the
The
amber.
amber.
Oh.
No, I just gotta go.
Money?
I wanna stab her, guys.
No.
Oh, you can roll me a perception check.
Stab her in the thigh, non-critical.
22.
16.
Other people? Anyone who's there during the interrogation?
Yeah.
What's
I think we're all there.
Perception.
Perception. At this point, I think we're all there.
27.
Well, I was gonna randomly walk in later.
Oh, right, okay.
29.
Woohoo!
You three. Notice that behind her back, where you sort of tied/chained her up, she's fiddling with the things, trying to get them open.
Oh, stop that!
She doesn't.
Smash her fingers. Pick her up. Smash her fingers. Break them.
We can
One at a
just
time.
we can just get gouged and restrained.
No. Break her fingers one at a time, like this.
Ah.
I go, do it.
Are you sure you're not evil?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable
She
enough
is
doing
drow.
that kind of damage.
She is
So are you.
She is a torturing, murdering, normal people
Yeah.
who are decent and like
She's certainly doing that.
trap. You know
So
what?
are you.
Wait,
Sheesh.
hold her.
Deal.
Right?
You ready to talk yet?
Just her arms.
Or at least those
Let me just
hands.
check there, buddy.
Whee!
22.
She's struggling and squirming around me, but she doesn't seem to be able to overpower you.
Oh wait.
Is she still fiddling with the rocks?
Not so much since you're sort of holding her arms.
Okay.
Also, since I'm breaking her fingers, so she can't do this.
You're trying to. Wait, another perception check from you.
12.
Do I need to make one?
No.
Hey, let's just hold her down on the deck. Yeah, you don't have to hold her up. Just pin her. Like put your knee on her back of her neck.
We can just tie her up too. Anyway.
She's already tied up.
She's
That's the
already
point.
tied up. That's the thing. Yeah, she's
I
restrained.
want to continue to break fingers.
She manages to sort of squirm around to the point that she's more facing you, but other than that, she doesn't look like she's making much progress.
No. Back to me.
No, okay, you
Turn around.
Strength check.
I think you should just pin her to the ground.
25.
Alright, you get her back around.
This
Zazel.
Pin her to the ground.
Okay. Pin her to the ground.
Okay.
and then put the fucking rods on top. Just like
Azazel, if you're gonna do something, do it.
That's not
well,
a good idea
honestly,
on
like, what do we need
ship.
to ask
Another
her?
perception
We
check.
know who she is.
I'll ask her if she has any other prisoners in the homeless feedings.
12.
She doesn't say anything about your question.
At this point, the Rangram wanders in.
Diplomacy's not an option, guys. I'm just saying.
Well,
I can always try.
I don't think diplomacy is really an option with drow like this.
Well, maybe
at
not.
this point,
Well, at
the
this
rest
point.
of you can make a perception check.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
22. 8.
Can I just take 10?
No.
Nah. 17.
32.
Woo, yay,
You and
16.
you notice her clothes are moving weirdly. Like the clothing she's still wearing, it's like something's crawling around under them.
Oh, she's turning into a spider! Ah, cringe, cringe.
Also, Witt, you're getting attacked.
Yeah.
That is 27 versus your 42.
That'll hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, my fortitude is 27.
That's
Barely.
Yeah,
Right.
that hits.
Take 10 points of poison damage. And roll a saving throw.
Here's a health pot.
Just smash it on my head.
I
rolled
proceed
6.
to pick up
Yes.
the closest torch and start building fire. It's like ice spiders.
Doesn't help, they're under her clothes.
Oh, clothes will be on fire.
Yeah, you can set her on fire if you want.
I think at this point, like, really, we can't really get any information from her, so I'm gonna kill her.
What you doing?
To go to match with.
I mean, I'm normally not
Kill
for
her.
torturing, but we kind of need info.
Well, what do we? Okay, well, okay, wait.
Like, you must have a base of operations.
Okay, you know what?
There'll be others.
No. Have you seen the ship that we were looking for? I just grabbed that ship.
Again, she doesn't answer the question.
I cast
Doesn't look like she has
suggestion
any
on
real
her.
incentive to talk to you.
I just go out and say, "This is my clue stick," and cast suggestion on her.
Hey, roll.
Okay, 12 plus 19, that's
31.
Yeah, 31 on.
What are you asking her?
I'm asking you, I'm trying to get information, so what am I?
I'd say about our mission at hand, because really. Oh, okay. You know what? Ask about if there's a base of operations for her crew.
Where is your base of operations?
These are the droids you're looking for.
You have -2 on the check. No.
It's like, look, this is your last chance to talk, or talk about your cult, or glorify your gods or whatever. Just give us something.
You know where it is. It's on the island where it's always been.
Okay, do
That's
I know
not a
where?
mystery.
Okay.
Okay, you know what?
Everyone knows that.
I walk over and like,
They're
you know
just
what?
not stupid enough to go there.
I take out the Heart of the Shadows. You know what this is?
No.
Well, if you want to return to your
Arcana checks from you two.
Yay.
Oh, for
Did you mean or you and her?
okay.
People who are not trained in Arcana do not get to roll.
25.
I was a little confused why you were sort of
I was doing that.
25.
27.
Okay, alright. There's some kind of magical energy flowing towards her. It seems divine in nature
Interesting.
and not good.
shit.
Yeah,
As in,
no,
as
I
in-
think she might be
as in
channeling
divinely,
both guys.
yeah, Lolth. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want to return to your Lord Lolth, you're gonna want to start talking.
Smoke is starting to come out of her eyes.
Ah,
And
fuck
she
it.
started twitching violently.
Smash
Smash her with what?
my flail.
Alright, roll an attack.
Okay, wait. You know what? No, I go like, guys, I'm killing her.
Can you capture her
Just
with
do Emperor Eyes.
your
Yeah.
gem?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The guys, I'm killing her. Smash in the face.
Okay, roll an attack.
Do I really have to roll an attack?
Yes, you do.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm using my goddamn daily.
Because you're quite angry at this
I
point.
want to murder the shit out of her.
Wait, the fact I'm still holding her down and covered in spiders. No, I'd be shouting for the
No, no,
bird.
no. I thought we agreed that we're holding her down with the rods.
No.
Doesn't
I
matter.
said that.
You
Okay.
still
I think
gotta
it's
have to
just
roll.
one
You'll see
yourself.
why in a
Alright.
second.
Can I take a step back?
30
before she
versus
explodes in
42.
spiders?
30 versus fortitude. Alright. Roll the damage for it. And deal half damage. Because she is now a swarm of spiders.
Aw,
She
sweetheart.
dissolves apart when you hit her.
God!
Oh god! I take a step back.
19, so 8.
Okay.
No, sorry, 9. And She grants combat advantage, takes ongoing 5 necrotic,
Okay.
and that was fire damage.
I take 10 insanity damage.
Hey guys, AoE time right about now.
Okay.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Right. Just started fighting.
I think
Holding him a second ago.
I take one of my growing collection of liquors, just toss the glass bottle down, and then
Into the storm.
yeah.
And then light it up.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
No. I'm just casting Fountain of Flame around.
That one doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, do Fountain of Flame.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
think of it as a fire shield.
Alright, okay, we're cool.
Centering it on.
You're the cool one of this party.
Centering it on her, right? Or her, where her
Then
swarm
I'll
starts.
action point and use Fireball. Which is not party.
Never give the players suggestions.
Yeah, I never.
I always give suggestions that involve killing each other.
Can I use the concoction as a minor action to move everybody where they want to go? You slide each target 5 squares. Each ally in burst.
Sure.
So everybody has to
basically-
go where do you want to go.
Basically, you move him out of the
Slide.
swarm.
Right, the floor greases up and you skid sideways unexpectedly.
Swarm.
Basically, you're just like, I'm out of the swarm.
And still covered in spider.
And
Gonna do that?
preferably not. I have no idea how to
Yeah, I just did.
Alright.
It says ally.
After that, close the door, lock it closed.
Wait, she's in a room?
Yeah, every element in 3 squares of room.
I thought we were outside.
Yeah, I thought we were on the deck as well.
You're
And then
on
we
it,
also
so
get
we're on
plus
the deck.
4 to reflex until the end of the next turn.
So yeah, I'm doing Fountain of Flame.
Sure.
Am I hitting multiple enemies?
Yeah, you just roll this one enemy.
Okay.
Don't hurt the ship.
13.
Oh,
The ship's gonna go up in flames.
Why did you capture him?
That's what I asked.
Oh shit.
She
Okay.
did ask that, she just didn't answer him.
Yeah, 27 versus reflex.
7 reflex? That
Anybody keeping an eye on that guy, by the way?
does not hit.
Oh, what?
Okay, well, it does half damage then. So, let's see, 8 plus 8 plus 10, that's
Add another
26.
Before you have the damage, add another 10 to it. Swarms don't have a vulnerability to area attacks.
36.
Okay, so 36 divided by 2.
18.
Alright.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Stupid spiders.
If I use Roaring Storm,
You've gone?
yeah,
You've gone. You were gonna do
Not
something.
yet,
Yeah.
You have not.
she's
I'm
gone.
just gonna toss a
Easy.
bottle of liquor followed by something on fire.
Go for it. Roll as a dex check.
Actually, no, you don't even need to set it on fire. Just throw it on her. 'Cause
Alright, it's already
Fountain of Flame.
Yeah.
Dexterity?
Yep.
Alrighty then. That would be 20.
You don't hit her, but you can roll some damage anyway. I will give her ongoing fire.
On top of the necrotic.
Yep.
Woo!
And also if she stays in the Fountain of Flame.
If she ends her turn, yeah. And Witt, you gotta do something.
Smash it.
Yeah. Daily I'm doing that range throw.
Okay, no, dear God.
Not
Not on the ship.
deafened.
The ranged throw is not the call of bolt of lightning from the sky one. It's the hit a guy and he sparks a bit.
Okay.
You
And
took
it
a
makes a
gap.
really loud bang. You take 5 damage and you get deafened.
Lana! Everybody get that joke? Oh yeah, Archer. My tinnitus.
Okay.
Sorry.
20 versus AC.
Nope. You get a little swarm of spiders and throw your spear, it goes through, they go just move out of the way.
Aww.
By the way, we're all standing outside or at least around it, right? Okay.
Ish.
And any creature in a close burst 2 centered on the target takes 5 thunder damage and is deafened till end of turn.
Is it any creature or any creature except the target?
No. If it hits, the target takes an additional 1d8 lightning damage, and any creature in a close burst 2 centered on the target other than you takes 5 thunder damage and is deafened till
Okay,
end
yeah,
of
so it only happens if you hit though.
Okay.
So you're definitely causing some havoc and thunderclap somewhere off in the distance.
Aww.
Do I have an action point?
I think you used it to charge her last game.
Is that it?
At this point, she's going to make use of one of her simple movement powers, which is to move without provoking. Because she's a swarm.
Yeah, makes sense.
She flows around, flows over Witt,
Ah, my face!
and this is an attack against Will. That is
disgusting.
31 Will.
Oh my dear God!
You take
Wow.
10 psychic damage.
What?
As that's a bit scarring.
I have 19 will.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
that's
how are
weird.
you rolling like that?
That's a 16 on the die with a plus 15 attack.
Okay.
bonus.
Dear
I
God.
think I did the math right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got wrecked by an army of spiders.
Yeah, pretty much.
To be fair, a 4 on the dice would have hit you.
God, are they the little furry kind or are they the spindly, scary kind?
They're about that big, and they're quite spindly.
Those are worse. At least the hairy ones are kind of cuddly.
The swarm makes its way to the side of the ship and starts climbing down the
Oh
side.
no! They're gonna go kill what's his face, Louis. No, we already
He's
took
on
one,
your
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick, burn the ocean!
No,
Gougy,
blow
mark
up the
weapon
ocean.
attack.
can I take my turn now?
Yeah, sure.
I say a quick prayer to Coralon to guide my hand in murdering this Loth worshiper.
Sure.
I run over to where the side she's jumping, like
As the
falling
swarm
down.
sort of climbing down the side of the
I
ship.
whip up my gun.
Actually, right now, is she away from anyone else?
Yeah, she's on the side of a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use my area attacks.
He's doing something first though.
Oh, are
You
you
can do
using
it
area
right
attacks?
after.
If I see Witt readying a fireball
Or Waldo.
or
Waldo?
Yes, because
Waldo,
I have learned magic.
I slow down and to give him time to shoot her first.
It's basically like
Ready action.
deck, side of ship, they're like down here, you're up here.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
even if you throw a fireball, you can do it without hitting you if you're up there.
Oh,
Oh,
do it
no,
then.
because I was literally about to grappling hook, jump over, roaring storm Kania.
Oh no.
We're not fishing you out of the water, buddy.
That's why I said grappling hook.
Do it.
Like,
Yes.
Do
grab,
Do it.
jump down and go.
Do it.
"Brah."
+2 for awesome, +5 for other reasons.
DM's discretion.
All right. Fuck me.
Did you just
I
roll
mean, yeah, that was
I rolled a 2.
Well,
plus 7, right?
That's more like an 8 on the die. 9
Is it-
on the die, really.
Okay, so 9, so 20, 22 versus fortitude.
Actually does hit it.
Thank God.
Because it's granting combat advantage 2 for being on the side of the boat.
11, 24 damage, cold damage, and the target falls prone. I'm not sure. I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna say it doesn't.
They fall prone.
Are they like a...
As
Actually-
you throw your... It's a blast, correct?
Yeah, but but I also slide targets 3 squares, so I slide them up.
Bring her back
They'll just
down.
fall down.
No, but I'm sliding them up to give them opportunity of.
I was gonna say, as you throw it down at them, this blast of cold, it actually freezes the ocean underneath and creates this little sort of platform of ice just underneath the ship.
yeah, I was going to throw Ice Storm at them.
And the winds whip around and whip all the little spiders up into the air.
As they're flying, I go, get it!
Go for it, Waldo. Skeet shooting.
Burninate!
Fireball!
Fireball?
Skeet shooting.
Or something. You can do, actually, lightning bolt might work.
Lightning
AoE.
bolt would be less effective. It's like-
Key factor is AoE. AoE does the most damage to
Don't
it.
choke!
Alright, I got 2 spells here. Fireball, which does 4d6 plus 10 fire damage, and Ice Storm, which does 2d8 plus 10 cold damage and immobilizes them.
I would go with that one.
Okay, and immobilize. Alright. Ice Storm.
Super freeze them.
Alright.
So you can go smash, 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 smash.
Oh, yeah. 33 versus reflex.
Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit!
Okay, it's
There you go.
as a future note for all future rolls, 30 or above, generally speaking, you do it.
Okay, well, with
Generally
19 on...
A better rule of thumb is 16 on the die or better will generally work.
Yes.
Because as you go up in level, 30 becomes nothing.
No, I mean like, for right now.
As soon as
I
you
mean,
hit,
I mean
like even early Paragon tier, my like 12th level rogue hits 30 AC all the time. Like I think his attack bonus is like plus 22. So like
If I roll above 13, I hit 30.
at your level, at level 10, 30 isn't that impressive.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a solid hit, but it's not astounding.
I want to roll 15.
Okay, so yeah, that's 8 plus 10 cold damage plus whatever,
The swarm thing does, yeah.
and they're immobilized save-ins.
Okay.
And I don't know if I just created zone of area of difficult terrain in the air.
Make it
Nice.
snow.
It's hard to move in the air. Yes.
A number of them freeze into little like spider sickles,
And they all fall
and
down.
they start falling down like little icy rain. The zone of difficult terrain you create is basically just a whirling cloud of bits of ice which buffet and bounce them as they fall
The
down.
worst
But
part is
they're-
there's one spider who only its body is in ice and its little legs are sticking out from head. So it's still climbing around, but it's a little chunk of ice.
No, there's a spider that's half of it is frozen, but the other half is going like
But it's leading the charge.
dragging itself enough.
Everyone else was like, okay, limp.
And there's one spider who's all alone, just non-frozen, going.
Uses
No.
long dice. I'm being silly.
What's Louis
Snake
doing all this?
eyes.
That was my immediate plan. I was like, I'm just gonna jump over. Like,
Is it vulnerable to fire?
No.
No.
They
Is
were-
it vulnerable to radiant?
If they were the fuzzy kind of spiders,
I would
I might make them vulnerable to
I
radiant.
might agree with yes.
They might be
Radiant
vulnerable to
damage?
radiant.
Yes, because they worship a evil
Interesting.
generally associated with
You two have
necromancy.
gone. You three still have to go.
Woo, thundering armor.
There's
Is
now
she
a
within
pile of half-frozen spiders
over the
On the deck
Is she
or on the
within-
ice?
on the ice.
a close burst 10?
I'm still
area?
hanging over the ship and go, they're down here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ship's not riding that high in the water. You're
Why don't
probably
you just
right.
get a jar?
Okay, I will attack her with thunder armor.
Wait, guys, they're frozen. Why don't you just get a jar?
But they're
Just
her.
a bag.
Yeah. I rolled 19 versus 42.
No.
Too bad.
So what's Louis doing
I
all this?
think 22 is the hit.
He's on your ship.
Oh,
Just
He's on
'cause
the
I got-
deck because he sees you fighting. He's gonna hide.
He's gonna run as deeply into the ship as
Shockingly, he doesn't want to fight this swarm of angry spiders.
safe!
possible. I'm gonna get Gouger to walk over to the side of the ship. And then
Oh dear, don't crush the ice.
Belly flop.
Belly flop.
Witt and Ragnar, you're up.
Wait, spiders can't swim.
Most can't. Some can swim very well.
If they make a little air bubble, they
Thunderbolts.
hold it with their 2 legs.
Have you ever seen those things? They have the diving spider. Is the one that actually
They're
swims
cool.
underwater and eats fish.
Dear gosh.
Then
What?
there's one called the skimmer spider.
No.
You know water skimmer.
Okay, no, yeah,
I know
I know
water
water
There's a
spiders.
spider that does that
But
too.
one
No,
that
I know,
dives?
yeah, I've
there's
never
a
heard of the
diving
diving
spider.
one. That's
There is no place in the world that
It's
is safe
hilarious.
from
It's got, what it
spiders.
does is it has the little hairs
Fire.
on its body. It puffs them up to trap air with surface tension in them, and then it sort of squeezes them out as it's underwater as a source of air. It's awesome.
Just so you know, there's one place and it's called volcanoes. Just saying. Active
They'll find a
volcanoes.
way.
As
Active
far as we
volcanoes.
know, there's no spiders.
In
Well, in D&D, there's totally spiders. Volcanoes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of spiders.
Yeah. In the real world, probably a volcano is the only.
Using my big thunderbolt move.
From this guy.
Guy, watch out, Witt!
He's hitting the ice floe.
He's in
He's gonna obliterate that.
6 AC.
Oh no, she's gonna
26?
escape!
Yeah.
I spend my
Yeah.
action covering my ears.
I think it's still granted combat advantage.
And she's gonna escape now, guys.
Yeah.
15.
It's savings, I believe.
21. 30 damage of lightning, and target is deafened until next time.
Yeah, save
That's the bolt from the heaven, right?
Yeah.
You used that in the last fight.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
And just
dive bomb attack.
Jump over.
regular attack.
Diving attack. Just roll damage. You still hit. No, just
Oh.
roll damage.
Let's cool attack.
Just jump over.
I debate
18.
which is less cool. I mean, sure, he's
Well,
not calling
yeah.
the bolt from the heavens, but instead he's leaping off a boat and swinging a lightning axe
If
into
anything,
them.
it's actually more intimidating.
How much?
18.
18? You get a power strike?
Yes.
I think he's just hinting that you might kill it now.
Another 8.
FYI, you know he's kind of tempting you into walking next to it so he can attack you again.
You take 11 points of falling damage. The other half of falling damage goes to the target.
Yes.
The old gravity assist bonus.
I hope you realize he's tempting you into going next to it so he can attack you once.
Yeah,
At this point, I don't
crawl
care.
Over,
I
crawl
need
over his
revenge.
face again. He's facing his
His fears.
fears.
Yeah.
Rather, he's putting his face into the range of the attack of his fears.
As you
Literally
leap off the
facing
ship with your axe hurtling down like the fist of an angry lightning god, it comes down and it splits into the little spiders. Actually, they all scurry out of the way. But then you hit the ice floe with your axe, split it, it pitches up and goes crush. Crushes all the spiders
That
in
is so
between it.
metal.
You go through it with such speed that it slaps shut behind you with the force of a thunderclap, deafening everyone around, but you're fine because you're in the water.
That looks like that should be an album
so
cover.
basically, since I was adjacent to it, because it smashed literally right next to me, most likely,
Your ears are ringing a fair bit.
You didn't get the soul.
But mostly what's ringing is you're feeling
Mom.
that was awesome.
Moments later,
No.
he will see a hammer like attached to a rope. It's like,
Well, I tried.
Well, I have my grappling hook. I throw down some rope for him.
An
It's
anchor.
a penalty.
You're like winching up the anchor and Witt's just standing on it like that.
Point up to Azazel. Next time, we're not interrogating them. Ever.
You realize you're the one who wants to do that shit. I'm the one who wants to kill.
I will hold them down next time.
Cool.
Finish the job.
Hey,
Before they turn into spiders.
FYI, this can be an interrogation room. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, I don't know how to set up an interrogation room, do you?
Oh, I do.
Uh,
And I got
Okay,
some.
then.
I got some friends who know how to.
Okay.
Right in here. Release the fire starter. Oh my god, that would have been awesome. Oh, damn it.
Would have been awesome if you could find the bastard.
Wait, since I'm next to it, can I say I stuck up my gem to absorb the death?
Do you find like a lone stray last one?
No, you do get an aspect, but it's just a soul of a spider. They now like
It's
lingers
just
around.
one spider, it's this big.
And it's not even
Looks at
important,
you.
it's just a
Can I just-
spider.
Can I just stick it out and get it so that I can interrogate her dead body?
No.
Damn it!
I think
Every time!
Every time.
There is something that's still there though, is as all the spiders are smushed, they start to sort of turn into like this weird black mist and they start sort of drifting up and fading away.
Bottle.
You can roll a religion check. Anyone can. You get +2. It's your
I think they're going back to low 53.
11.
16.
I got 16 on the die plus 17 religion. That's
33.
33.
21.
Did you beat 33?
No.
Well, though.
Well.
Like at the point when someone says 33 religion, really only announce it if you roll higher. But yeah. Anyway. Well, though, you certainly recognize that. That is a manifestation of Lol. It is called simply, it's basically just called the Swarm of the Queen. It happens, it's not something clerics do, though.
Okay.
That's full-on manifestation of a god activity.
All
A
right.
minor one, but that is direct intervention from a deity.
Okay.
And you know that basically,
Do you say that?
evidently, whoever this lady was, or possibly is, you know from swarms like this that that captain might not actually be dead.
Oh, great.
Possibly, but might not.
So you tell that to me.
And
and
you
I
know
go-
that basically, Drow only get a blessing to save their ass like that if they've been incredibly faithful and done some pretty serious shit for their god.
Is there a way to capture the vapors then? Freezer! Freeze the vapor.
We just flip
Yes.
off the cloud as it
Yes,
fades
she-
off into the ether.
Yes,
Well-
she is not actually a cleric, she is a chosen of law.
As the vapor's floating up, I go, fuck you!
Smoke starts flowing towards you. No.
Bring it, bitch! Bring it on! No, Allah!
I cast Visions of
it.
Avarice on it
Back me
and
up here, man.
lure it towards my Fountain of Flame again.
Okay.
You do get something in your head though. It is a woman's voice, one which you don't recognize, but somehow know who it is.
Oh,
And it says, not yet.
Bitch. Hey guys, Vol's taunting me!
Mom, Mom's taunting me.
I'm actually gonna hop onto the drow ship and look for the altar.
You're gonna
You
desperate
find one in the captain's quarters. It has a lot of dried blood on it.
I pee on it. Pee all over that thing.
You have to desecrate it completely or else it'll keep coming back.
While he
Your
does
piss
that,
turns into spiders and they leap onto your crotch.
I ask, is that really necessary? He's got a hammer.
I have a
You
flail. I'll
have to
smash.
desecrate it completely
Yeah.
or else it'll keep coming back.
Smashing comes after.
Waldo.
But then you're just smashing him with piss.
Waldo,
There are a bunch of
do you know anything
other
about-
things in the captain's
Smash,
quarters,
smash.
especially on the altar. There's a bunch of sort of books and stuff.
I throw the books aside and start smashing.
Sure. Smash, 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 smash. You quickly reduce the altar to basically obliterated
Smithereens.
splinters.
Smash. Smash.
Oh, now you're gonna
Smash,
breathe it all in and have
grind
just-
it into sawdust, burn the sawdust.
Have you just seen a Fantasia?
What would the rest of you like to do? Azazel just knocked a bunch of books off.
I'm gonna check out
There's
those
some
books.
other random stuff in the room as well. There's,
Are any of the books
Number of
magic?
clothing.
Any of the books
I'm
magic?
sorry about that, guys. But I hate all.
Next time we
Yeah,
absorb them.
I understand you. If she can do that with
No.
spiders,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
against it.
you know what? No, I'm making a rule of thumb. I'm murdering.
Oh, okay.
No more interrogations. Just murder.
In favor of team kill everyone.
Just murder and then interrogate inside Gem.
I read through the books.
Alright. Most of them appear to be basically holy texts of Lolth. They're written in Drow, so they don't really make a lot of sense to you. One of them you're flipping through looks like more of a personal work, like maybe some kind of research journal.
Hey, you speak how
Yeah,
you speak.
I'll
You,
read through
you
them.
have that spider
I'll read through
speak.
them.
Which ones?
First, the journal looking one.
The journal you're flipping through, it details basically construction of something, mostly. It looks like architectural plans
Does it look like a
for
soul engine?
building a building.
Oh.
It does a bit resemble one.
Resemble what?
Are they
It
making
looks
a mega size
Not the same though.
It's larger.
It's not so much that it's larger, more that it's cruder.
Oh.
Like whoever's building it doesn't really know how it's supposed to be done, but they're having a go at it.
I think to myself, hey, Noloff, copyright infringement.
Look at this poser.
Does this piss you off at all yet?
Actually, as you're reading through it, you can notice a couple of things that there's a couple of points you notice where they've just done something outright wrong.
And
it
how
takes
would
you
you
a few
have known
seconds
that
as
kind
you
of
realize
thing?
you shouldn't know that.
You hear this kind of.
And then you become slightly worried as to how you recognize what it was so quickly.
No, that's fine.
You start actually
understand.
making notes.
I understand. I like
They're
no
with the rest
with
of
with a blank piece of paper on the side. I actually fix those and draw the proper one.
You have a red pen and you're just correcting
It's
it.
just like corrected, like a
Comments on top,
spiteful
not
teacher.
even
You
trying.
put little passive aggressive comments like,
Yeah.
maybe next time you'll do a bit better.
Exactly.
Really
Apply
bitchy
yourself.
comments in the margin.
And I draw the corrected version on another piece of paper.
I wouldn't suggest that.
I need
Leave
to go
no
for a
evidence
look
of
at
a
that.
better
Help
version.
the enemy.
No, I draw it and I go, here you go, Mark.
Man, this guillotine looks like it's not working very well at all. You really want to fix that joist right there. Otherwise it's not going to take my head off at all.
I hand it to Morgan so we can build it and give
Whoa.
me power.
You can
Cool.
see the other part of the sort of
I tuck it away.
details construction of what looks like some kind of temple, maybe. It looks a bit like sort of a pyramid kind of structure with a little temple house on top of it.
Is there any? It just looks like there's space for the soul engine looking
Oh yeah,
deal.
plenty of space.
Yeah, for the soul engine deal on top.
Probably not on top.
Okay.
But inside the building.
Okay. Does
Inside.
there seem to be geographic location described?
Probably in that island of the
Alright.
island.
Burn.
I kept that.
All right. I just tell them as I'm reading it, like what I'm reading is like this is what it says, and then burn.
You know, we're
Keep
probably
it
gonna
up.
set fire to the whole ship.
Hmm.
Should we like set fire to the whole ship?
Give me a second.
Are there any
Let me read the rest of the
books
books.
that
Let me
aren't
read the rest of the
religious
books. Read the rest of the books.
The only other books here are religious texts of law.
Okay, we can burn them.
There's also a guide of torture.
I'm gonna
Okay,
draw,
so-
I'm gonna draw dicks on all of them.
I study the guide. Pointing out words, asking him to translate.
Sure. Can I get a buff to intimidate?
That's only 19 versus your will.
That's my exact will.
No.
It's not even a particularly terrifying book either. It only gets +6 to attack. You take 5 psychic damages. This is really fucked up shit.
It reminds me of that spider all over your face feeling.
Like, you know what? I'll just have to deal with it through alcohol or something.
Okay.
It's got a lot of useful tips in it if you really wanted to hurt somebody.
No,
I'm drawing dicks in all the.
Let me read
texts.
through it.
I'm gonna.
And then you can pass on the knowledge.
I'll just take one of my potions of psychic resistance.
21 will.
Some booze.
I'm alright with this.
I'm strangely comfortable with this.
I've learned too much. Learn too.
Even though I'm the one reading it as well, it doesn't
You're
affect me
translating.
whatsoever, does it?
You're a drow.
Yeah, you're
Also-
You've seen books like this
Also, I
before.
have Alistair.
I'm
But
going
take that too.
to,
Alistair actually gives you some pointers, slightly better ways
Yeah.
than some of them. Like, there's at one point, disturbingly, he points at something that says it's an outdated technique.
And then like I write down. I write down.
Oh, pulling someone's eyelid back and pressing a soldering iron to it, that's so last year.
He actually wrote
With
an
the-
addendum.
with the religious texts, I just draw dicks in all of them, and then I throw them in a pile on top of the remains of the altar. I'm like, okay, we're burning this now, guys.
Wouldn't it be crueler to toss it in the ocean for the fish to eat?
No, but then
because
someone might
fire
get it.
purges.
If the Inquisition
gonna
taught
set
me
fire
anything,
to our
it's that
ship.
only fire can burn.
Guys, get
On
back on
a
the ship.
ship that is wood.
Guys,
No,
get back
it's
on
on
the
the
ship.
drow ship.
Ah, okay.
Guys, get back on the ship.
No, wait. I still have my fountain of flame working, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can
and-
simply declare the ship an enemy. At
Yeah.
which point it will start
Alright, guys,
setting on fire.
let's
Yeah.
hop back on the ship. Let's hop back on the
Yeah.
ship.
You leave, dramatically walk away just as the ship catches fire.
And I'm just standing at the wheel, just like
Actually,
looking.
Waldo, you were walking across the little plank between the ships. You step onto your ship just as that one sinks and the plank falls away.
I don't like the fact those books were burned, but those were fucked up books.
Did you keep that book of torture?
Yes.
Okay.
Leisure reading.
I offer you a mixture, half whiskey, half potion of psychic resistance.
I'm gonna need something harder. Give me that drow drink.
I was gonna
So
say.
as you,
I was getting third whiskey,
as
third
you
draft
continue
drink.
flipping the book through the book, you actually get a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
This one's stronger, but it rolled badly. That is 29, Will.
Okay, that hits.
All right, you take 5 psychic damage as you come across a section toward the back that says "for the bedroom," which is even worse than the preceding stuff. You just sort of fold that section away.
Yeah, so you might want to keep the book away from
I'm just gonna
Louis.
take this away from you guys. You seem to be getting hurt.
Healing magic should never have been invented. It allows too much.
Little bit.
That's chapter 1. Great use of healing potion.
Hey, that's...
Hey, that's my reading material. I need to inundate and
You're
build
kind
a
of getting
tolerance
hurt
to
by
it.
it, so I'm just gonna just set it on fire and throw it away.
I'm a wizard. If there's one thing I know how to deal with, it's psychic damage. It's the only damage I know how to deal with.
Pretty much. It's kind of true.
That exam was worse than this.
All right.
Are you actually drinking
The spider poison.
I need to dull my
spider
senses.
poison drink? Sure.
Spider
Take a
poison
swig
with
from
whiskey.
the spider.
I'm gonna say regain 5 hit points from the psychic damage you lost.
Do you get poison?
Hair of the dog that bit you.
And then take 1 point of poison damage. Just to rub it a little. I always love sources that do 1 point of damage.
It's like the tongue just goes a little bit numb just for like
It's
a
like,
minute.
Yeah,
So you just have to listen for a minute.
That'll happen. I'm just gonna toss out the rest of the drow bodies overboard.
Okay.
Feed the
I'm surprised it didn't
fishes.
burn them.
Feed the fishes.
You killing all the rest of the captives you had?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
of course.
I think he's killed the rest of them.
Well, they might talk.
No.
They might not be as disciplined.
Well, you know,
as
we'll keep. Actually, as we go through, we ask
Do
them,
you want to
where's
talk?
your,
Talk.
where's your home
Do you want
base?
to talk?
Are you
We already know where the home
Are
base
you
is.
doing the firefly maneuver? He's just like,
Yeah.
alright, now talk. No, kick him off. Next guy. Alright, now you.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'll never talk. That's unfortunate. Kick him to it.
Ask about the merchant.
Why'd you guys take the merchant? Cake.
No, don't kick me, please. This guy seems a lot less disciplined.
Why'd you take the merchant?
Because Captain Lastry told us to.
Captain who? What's the
Do you
name?
know
Lastry.
Do you know why she wanted?
Lastri.
Do you know why she wanted him alive?
Sacrificing, I guess. That's what she always does.
On the ship, or
Yeah, sometimes.
for the thing you're building?
Thing we're building?
Oh,
Roll
okay.
insight.
13.
I think, as far as you can tell, he's genuinely confused.
Okay.
Can I roll
He's a
insight?
grunt.
Go for it.
16 plus 13.
29.
29.
You really need to ink
You
those
think
dice.
he doesn't know exactly, but he might have already had some indication there was something.
Building
but
something.
not
Toss
that
his
he
buddy
knows
off the
what it
boat.
was.
What do you know about this?
Know about what?
Toss one of his friends off.
Throw. You just throw one of the other guys off?
Yes.
He doesn't seem to care.
Is he just get the guy just kind of, I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
I'm just down here.
You throw him in the water. The guy you throw in the water goes, back, 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 starts swimming away. And then you're like, alright.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're tied up.
Tell them
They're
about
not-
sharks.
They're not made of sodium. They don't explode when they fall in the water.
Oh,
I
those
covered
guys
them
have
in
killed
sodium.
them before tossing them off.
Pure grain sodium. Just cover them in it. Each of them. Each one of them.
I think you've just invented cannonballs as well. Simultaneously.
Actually no. I take some bamboo shoots. Just like
Page 4, I see.
I start having flashbacks as you're doing this.
Take
You
a
guys,
swing.
if you guys didn't get that, bamboo shoots go in here.
Yeah, they go right in the cuticle. And they just sort of tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's why it's
Nice.
scary.
Yeah, no, that hurts everybody's hands.
Saw it in an anime once. Even then, I couldn't.
I saw it in Lost on primetime television.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a pretty good one.
It was a good episode. You're like, Jesus. This guy knows how to torture. Yeah, so you gonna talk?
Are you just doing this to the same guy who was already talking?
Like you know, it's like, I take the bamboo shoot and like ready it and go. You want to tell me before this happens?
Tell you what?
Tell me about the building.
What building?
You know something.
I know lots of things.
You know something about the building that they're making.
Who's making?
You're fucking leaders.
Church, a temple, a thing.
I know
The temple.
She goes off by herself a lot. I don't know what she does.
Is there a list of names of people who have been
Fine.
sacrificed?
I won't torture.
No.
Is she the highest
We
ranking?
keep detailed records
This
for
guy-
altar fodder.
Yeah.
Is there somebody who outranks her at the base?
No.
Okay.
She was the head of the whole operation.
As far as I know.
Why would the general be out on a ship?
I mean, she takes orders from the priestesses, but I don't know.
All right.
Tell us
I
about the priestesses.
kind of got the sense, though, that if she really wanted something, they wouldn't say no.
Okay. That's good enough. Stab.
Oh, we're gonna ask about the priestesses. Damn it.
There are other crew.
Yeah, I should point out the entire sub-knowledge that you've been given about their location is on the island. Whatever the hell
Oh,
that
I
means.
thought that's something we might know from local
She just said
knowledge.
on the island where it's always been, everyone knows that.
Get to torturing, buddy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's us.
I go,
I'm
okay,
not sure, it might be that it's common knowledge where they're holding
bamboo
up,
shoots. Where's the island?
but the Silver Spire Island.
Okay.
Is that in the map?
It's not a map, it's basically just at the end of the
Damn it.
that little
I'm
peninsula.
just like,
I know you really want to use them. Where did you get bamboo anyway? I'd ask, but I'm sure you just carry it around. I basically just did the
You
same.
found it on the
There
boat.
were pieces
don't
in the
have
book.
I don't have a torture kit.
No. There
Oh,
were
they're
8
fine.
pieces in the book used as
No,
bookmarks.
no. It was no. There's a torture kit like hold away in the book, and he's like, oh.
No. It's very bring your own torture kits.
Well, there were several lying around. the
Yeah,
beach.
basically the tip of the peninsula of the Hook Islands comes down, and there's like just a series of little islands. The one you're heading to is basically the big first one, which is called Widowcutter Island. It's sort of crescent shaped in a way, and it sort of kind of hugs the next one in line, which is called Silver Spire Island.
Okay. Thanks for the knowledge. All right, we good guys. I'm gonna start stabbing.
Go right ahead, buddy.
Stab.
Please don't stab me.
Stab. Throat.
I was like,
Just like
You murder him.
just like hold the head back and
You murder the guy who played you for his life.
overboard.
Take that, jerk.
Overboard.
we should have like points on our alignment, and he's like, plus one.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically say, what is your alignment supposed to be?
Yeah.
I'm killing drow.
And?
And
Evil torturous drow.
I think
Yeah.
the spiders were traumatizing enough to have me fall from my...
I think
I will.
Good
I
alignment.
will rank anything you do in the next few minutes as temporary insanity.
I think at least this is okay because we're not gonna have time to bring him to the proper authorities.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you have to shift your alignment. I'm just saying, like, for most cases, that's not fair. Reasonable alignment.
no, here's
in
the
this case, you have like personal vendetta.
Here's the thing. I would not have murdered the drug dude. Drug dude, I would have like stopped him and be like, hey, cut it out,
Quit it.
quit it. Quit it.
dick, and then give him a little kick
In the dick.
in the dick.
Murdering the rest of them though.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're worshippers of Wolf. Like, what are we gonna do? Can't do anything. I'm at full souls.
I strangely feel more
They
sad
don't
about
count.
the books
They're
than
not
the
in
crew.
combat.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Followers around.
No.
Aw.
I think you already had full souls anyway.
No, I had 6.
Well,
you
just
didn't
say
even
you're
start
full.
spending
Is it
though.
7 the max?
Yes.
You put it at the max.
You need to get like a soul storage case then. for
Yeah,
excess.
Well, you know, there's this device for
Called-
storing soul energy.
A little thing called a,
Hey, can you leave my house?
Oh, like an engine, but it's like for souls.
yeah.
It can
You know,
turn
man?
souls into profit.
Let's go make those.
Step 1, acquire souls. Step 2, build soul engine.
No, it's step 1, acquire souls. Step 3, profit.
There's a question mark.
Yeah, step 2, question mark.
Question mark.
Perfect.
Anyway, are you carrying on with your sailing?
Yes.
How long were you on the drow ship screwing around with things?
Probably like an hour, because the combat and then just looting.
Were all of you just digging around over there?
I go back every
There's
now
a
and
few
then.
minutes of combat. You guys were all looking at books. You, I'm guessing, were probably.
Well, I figured we could probably, take the books we were interested in and read them on the way.
Well, they're all.
We also
religious texts.
we also looted.
That's true, you were looting. The main question I'm asking is, was anyone on your boat during this time?
Louis, but I think like as soon as we were done looting the ship, like as I was like Morgan was woken up when this all happened. She's gone straight to bed.
Alright.
So I didn't see any of the murdering part of it because that's probably not so.
As you get back on the ship, you can see that Louis is sort of wandering around on the deck. He looks like he's checking lines, tugging on them, checking sails, making sure they're like intact, things like that.
Everything good,
And I
Louis?
said, hey
To
Louis,
you,
do you?
Waldo, it looks like he
Yeah.
definitely knows his way around a boat.
Oh.
Hey Louis, everything good on here?
As far as I can tell, this thing's not in good shape, though. I mean, it needs to be serviced badly. You got the planks are starting to rot through. The sails are pretty
Yeah, we fell through
ragged.
those.
I mean, it looks like it's holed up good, but I mean, when was the last time this thing was maintained?
Let's see, about... How long was it?
A couple thousand years ago?
100,000
It was about 100 odd years ago,
There was 100 years.
during which time it was stored in a water pipe.
Without water though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a ship in a bottle almost.
On the bright side, we haven't sunk yet.
That's true.
Alright, so let's sail off to the ship that she wants to get to.
Hmm.
Because save her brother. And all that.
I'm so disappointed when he wasn't my brother.
So you're making way for Silverport?
Yes.
Alright, as you're traveling, Louis will sort of...
Wait, Silverport or the Crescent one?
The Crescent one is... Silverport is on the Crescent Isle.
Okay, yeah.
That's the Witchwalker Isle, which
Yeah.
is as far as you know where the Gravelstrokes were going.
Yes, there.
The other one is Silver Spire Island.
They were going that one. Like the
That's the little one that has the dragon.
That's the one with the
The
drow.
before
I
island.
want to stop by the city first.
Yeah, well the
Silverport.
Silverport is a big place.
Alright guys, I'm gonna
As you're heading for the city, Louis will ask you sort of what you were heading for the city for, sort of in making conversation kind of way.
We got some business there.
I asked him if he's
Oh.
seen the Gravelstroke ship.
Trade, pirate hunting, well,
Basically pirate hunting. Someone kidnapped one of our friends.
oh, nice. Who chartered you?
We
You know that basically pirate hunters are chartered by someone like they're hired.
we
Guys, I
Well, there's
we
a
did
dude
no
in
well
the
no
house
no
with
no
her.
no that's no like I said like they captured one of our friends. So basically we charter ourselves.
Revenge mission, eh?
Yeah.
That's always fun here and there, I guess.
We prefer the term rescue mission.
Technically, we were chartered by Noah. Do you?
Have an entry pass for Silverport, though?
No.
Oh, that might be a problem.
If we ask, and
I could probably talk you in, but I mean, as long as you're not going to cause trouble in town.
We're not gonna cause trouble with the proper authorities.
Well, who are you going to cause trouble with?
The kidnappers / pirates / gang members.
that maybe
Slash
Well,
drow.
infested into the upper echelons.
how would they get into Silverport, though? They're pretty gung-ho on the shooting pirates thing.
Not sure. They probably
I
snuck
can
in.
tell you basically, like, Silverport is a bit like Port Royal. Like, it's very kill pirates on sight.
I'm not sure. They probably snuck in somehow and disguised themselves to integrate back into the.
You said they're pirates, though. Are they pirates?
Well, they're kidnappers and they're also sailors. Therefore, I just say pirates as a general term.
Yeah, do you know what ship they were on?
They were probably sailing the Gravelstroke family ship, weren't they?
Yeah,
They were.
I mentioned the ship. I described it.
The ship is called the Stonecutter.
Yeah.
This is a Stonecutter. Oh.
We
You can roll an
the
insight check.
metric system down. We do.
Oh.
Yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, anyway.
14.
23.
What is this?
It's an insight check.
I'm not gonna-
Anyway, while you figured it out, it's when you mention the name of the ship, he sort of seems like he's contemplating something. Like he definitely recognizes the name, but he doesn't look like worried about it. He seems more like interested, but not like in a really aggressive way. Sort of like, oh, that's kind of weird, kind of a way.
Ask him if he's seen it. Have you seen the ship before you were taken prisoner? Like, this is very important. I need to find.
Stonecutter? I mean, I've seen it lots of times. It sits in Silverport Harbor. I've never seen anyone sail it though.
So it's always been kind of.
I mean, it's sort of a bit of a local legend, really. I mean, there's this old place up on one of the islands there. It's basically the people just call it the Quiet House because, as far as we can tell, the grounds get maintained, but no one seems to live there.
The Gravelstrokes.
Like, they never really see anyone living there. And there's a ship. There's a ship that's tied to the estate called the Stonecutter, but it never leaves harbor, as far as I know.
Apparently it did.
It's weird.
That is weird.
Okay.
Who did you say was? Do you know who's sailing it?
I'm not sure.
Alright.
We just saw them. We basically caught them as they were leaving.
So you guys continue on sailing. You eventually start making your way towards Widowcutter Island. You do come across.
Oh wow.
You start to see this. You are approaching from this direction. This is the island. The whole island is much bigger. This is Silverport / Diane. And it is basically.
That's probably spelled like dying.
Yeah, I'm dying. Yep, I found this map and I wanted to use it because it's awesome. Well, look at it. It's awesome.
It is
It's
pretty.
not just pretty. It's like.
Oh, hey, it's got like the
Yeah.
side view.
That I like.
Ah.
Basically,
Oh, wow.
all of these things, it's like the river has worn down through troughs into this until you get these big sort of stone towers.
People just
basically,
live in
little
different
islands.
stories in it.
Yeah, people have sort of dug through it and dug sort of multi-stories into them.
There's a
And then
word
there's
for
the
that
top
kind of
one.
formation if it's out in the ocean. It's
Stromatolite?
The rocks of death.
The only one I can think of is hoodoo, but I don't think that fits here.
I'm wondering now if the Stonecutter is more than just a fancy name and more of a description of how it sails.
Just sails across the land. Fuck you, town!
Like-
She was trying to do donuts.
Okay, so that's what we were doing when we first got our ship.
Yep, destroying the town.
It's not
You're approaching the city from vaguely this direction. This tower.
By the way, we
here-
don't have the pirate flag still sailing like the
No.
Noloth one. We took that down.
This island right here, which is sort of overlooking the sea, there is a large tower on it which has a big light which starts blinking at you.
Alright.
Which you recognize as signaling that's basically requesting you to identify who you are.
Can we say we're now Louis' new
I light spell Morse code to the.
What do you say to them?
I say.
Simple travelers.
We are Louis' crew that
We're
he just hired. He struck it rich.
We're
He
adventurers.
ditched his
No,
old ship,
we're
and
the
we are
same
now
adventurers.
his crew.
I say I'm a perfectly responsible adult.
No, just say.
Louis actually will come over and
Just
say,
say we're
oh,
adventurers.
they're hailing you. They want to know. Basically, you got to tell them the name of the ship, what your business is here, and the captain's name.
Moldy
Like,
dragon.
I think we should say he's our
Moldy
captain.
dragon returning the captive of the Widowcutter, and the captain's name is Azazel.
I like how you leave that to last, like just so in case anyone wants to argue over it.
Yeah, I Morse code that and use my own name for captain. I don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you were under the impression that you've been, yeah.
I see the
signaled
blinking. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a
lot.
message.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of blinking.
That's
to
a lot
say
of
that
blinking,
Zazel.
yeah.
That's an awfully long blink. I don't think my name has a berg in it. The tower sort of flashes back a signal. It says they want to know who the captive you're supposedly returning is.
I flash the name.
Luigi. Yeah. Right. You get a message back that says they want you to basically come to this island, dock there immediately, and
Where
someone
will
will
we
come
get
down to
this
speak with you.
Alright,
Alright.
You can also all roll perception.
I got 18 on the die.
14.
nope.
9.
21.
31.
You do. Notice in the water, sort of over here, by this island, right around this area,
Yep.
there's what looks like basically a whirlpool.
Funky whirlpool.
It's just sort of sitting there. You can tell right off the bat that's not a natural phenomenon.
Yeah, it's
Sarlacc.
It's big and it looks like it's sustaining itself.
Okay.
Is that where we park?
No,
No.
that's a good ways away from where you're parking.
I go Sarlacc.
So here
Mhm.
and this little island over here both have big lighthouses on them, which are just sort of signaling the boundaries of the port.
No one Sarlacc.
Hmm?
No.
I know what a sarlacc is, yes.
Well-
Sarlacc doesn't live in the ocean.
When we port, we.
That would be what is it? Charybdis? Is that the one that's the whirlpool, or is that the other one? Because I remember
It's either
Charybdis
Scylla or
yeah, or
Charybdis,
it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I don't remember which is which.
When we port, we can ask about well,
The whirlpool.
yes.
You alright, man?
Yeah, that's all right. I have a speech impediment.
So that there's Charybdat. It's like Charybdis, but it's that. No, that's not.
What are you?
That's
What are
not
you?
what it's.
What are you?
called,
The
though.
terrible, the terrible Robert De Niro movies. God damn.
No.
Okay, we skirt around the whirlpool and then go to our destination.
Well, you don't have to skirt around it. It's over there.
It's
Okay.
just- yeah, we just don't go into it.
Ah,
Yeah, we just talk in the port.
Have we been
Nothing sketchy.
like driving the ship, navigating the ship ourselves without our crew?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, Louis
It's
helping us out.
fairly calm
Louis
water,
helping us.
Louis
He's like,
helping.
how did you guys get that? He's probably wondering how we get
No, like
this
we
far.
said, like we
he
said.
probably doesn't believe us at all.
The drow killed a few of our crew.
Yes, that's our story.
And then
You
where
know,
did they
all
go?
our-
Did you throw them overboard?
No, the
The
drow.
drow
They,
threw them
they
overboard.
threw all our seamen overboard.
They took time out of their busy fight to throw them overboard.
That's how we were able to stop
Well,
them.
no, actually, we gave them a Viking funeral.
They were on the boat when we sunk it.
Yeah.
We wanted to sink them with their enemies.
Yes.
It's
So
the
they
way
could,
of my people.
they
That is actually the Viking way, really.
so that they could continue to battle.
Actually, that is basically a Viking funeral on top of a pile of your enemies on a burning ship.
Yeah.
That is literally a Viking funeral.
Viking funeral.
You're just standing there like, yes.
Yes.
Finally, someone doing it right. Anyway, as you pull up and dock to the side of this island, you notice all these islands are very tall. They're sort of worn down. They have fairly sheer cliffs to them. This one has like just a switchbacking staircase ramp that goes down and a big sort of crane that looks like it's used for moving things. Coming down the switchback are a troop of about 5 gentlemen wearing sort of shiny chainmail armor. It has basically a little crescent-shaped moon symbol on it that has a sword going through it. And they come over to you. They are armed with crossbows and longswords.
Please tell me he's
They
not
do not
an
have
escaped
weapons drawn.
criminal.
Okay, I was like, oh.
They do not have their weapons drawn.
Oh.
The one at the front is actually holding like a book, like a ledger. And he has a
I
pen.
go, oh.
It looks like they just want to talk to you.
Dad, he's got a pen!
He's
got a pen! Kill him!
It's mightier than the sword!
Exactly! You can't trust someone with a pen.
Hello, my good sir. How are you?
Hail in one mess. Would you be the captain then?
No. He was being a dick. He's my messenger. I'm actually the captain.
Huh. You're Captain Heisenberg then?
No. It's actually Azazel.
Your message said Captain Heisenberg.
Like I
Yes,
said,
I am
my
Dr.
messenger's a
Heisenberg.
jackass.
I'm the captain.
Like I said, my messenger's a jackass.
Who's wearing the hat right now? You are?
Me.
He looks actually quite annoyed at this. Like, whatever you've done is actually a really stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, deliberately falsify information in a
At
report.
customs?
Like, you
don't
basically just did go
rely
into
on
lying to
customs.
the police for no reason.
I have to
Where in the
apologize.
captain
They're
hat?
both childish.
Wearing the captain hat.
You're wearing a hat. There is no standard defined captain's hat.
To be fair, no one else is wearing a pirate hat. So.
I'm wearing
You
a
don't want to
bandana
be
and
wearing
an
a
eye
pirate hat
patch.
here.
You know, a hat
A
is not
sailor's hat.
actually a requirement for being a ship's captain.
In our world, it is.
Kind of like the idea that at this point you just walk forward and knock their heads together, they both get knocked unconscious and claim you're the captain.
I think that would cause more trouble than it's worth.
Louis actually steps forward and he says, hello, Captain Walker. He goes, oh, hello. Oh, Louis. I remember, yeah. We were worried about you. You were gone for quite a while there. He says, oh, yeah, I was out having just a quick run around, and the Widowcutter came up and shot me down. The captain looks exceedingly concerned about this. He says, what? How far out were you? He's like, just like a couple of miles offshore. I'm like, they've never come that close before. What the fuck is going on?
Well,
They're sort of talking between each other at this point.
Well,
they
they
sort of
will
seem
not
to
be
almost be
talking.
ignoring you.
Yeah.
as they brought that up, I'm like, well,
They're not gonna be.
they're not going to be. Well, that ship won't be coming out that far anymore.
We sunk them.
Yes.
We burned the ship down.
Yes.
With fire.
The captain just sort of looks at Louis, and Louis goes, he just nods at him, and he's like, "Thank fucking Christ."
Who is Christ?
Who's he's this guy. He's actually the bartender at my local pub. I thank him often.
No, I thought he was that chiropractor, Jason Christensen from.
No. No one ever thanks chiropractors. You scorn them.
You're thinking of the carpenter.
He's a carpenter, yes. Sadly, in this setting, he never heard the word. He always had a bit of a deaf ear for this voice of God. Blasphemous. Anyway.
I give him the thumbs up for like when he says "thank God." I'm like,
Yep. Well, that's thankfully at least one headache dealt with. Did any of the crew survive?
I think the captain may have escaped. She turned into a bunch of spiders, then flew off in a cloud of dust.
Damn it.
oh, you can, as you can
That
see,
is exactly what happened.
as you can see, I am drow,
That's all we
and yeah, like
Has that
Lolth
happened?
kind of intervened
Yeah.
there.
Has Lasprey done that before?
He's directly mentioned that Lolth directly intervened. Shockingly, the captain would like to hear more about this.
We don't know why. We
would also
assumed
like
she was
access-
a major
What do you
player.
mean by directly intervened?
We assumed she was a major player in
The captain.
They worship her.
yes,
Is that what you mean?
yes.
Hey, don't give me a heart attack like that again, okay?
Well, she turned into a bunch of spiders, then flew off in a cloud of dust. I have no idea how else to explain it to you.
Only thing I can explain it by is just non-divine intervention.
Bad juju.
Yes, put him at ease with that statement.
Completely mundane intervention.
I want to see something that's won by mundane intervention, and it's just like two guys fighting on a rooftop, and then one of them just gets shot. There's a guy, there's like just a security guard over there. He's like, "You okay?" "Okay, good. I'm gonna go back to my desk."
Still got a cup of coffee in my hand.
It's like, right? I got some paperwork ahead of me.
It's not wrong.
Anyway,
We would like permission to dock here in the city.
all right.
That last attack dealing with the Widowcutter has harmed our supplies and lowered our crew number.
Look what it did
He
to our
sort of looks
ship.
at the ship and goes, "It looks like they did a number
Yes.
on you."
Hey, can
We were not planning
how
to
much,
dock
how
here.
much would it cost to be repaired?
Repair for ship
maintain.
like this? Well, it did actually take some catapult fire too, so
Yeah.
it is damaged. Ship repair, I remember, is always really expensive.
Is there a bounty currently
It
out
would
for
probably be a
Lasprey?
couple hundred gold.
Is there a bounty for the?
If you wanted to get it into like good nick again, like actually do upkeep on it, it would probably be closer to 1,000.
A better question
You're
would be,
replacing large swaths of it at that point.
will gaining entry cost money?
Getting entry to the sea? Nope.
Was there a bounty out for the
Uh,
Widowcutter
maybe.
that we can claim?
Well, you can't really claim it unless you're actually sanctioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He
kinda
sort
how
of
it
seems
works.
like he's like sort of waffling on it. He's like halving in his ledger. At this point, you can roll me a perception check again.
14.
And
All of my
16.
perception being tight.
26.
Okay, Morgan. You notice as the captain is sort of debating this, Louis goes over and says, "Let's be honest. If they'd been here earlier, they'd have gotten sanctioned. It wouldn't be a problem. And you just backdate it, right?" He sort of pats him on the shoulder, and you actually see him slip his hand into the captain's pocket for a second, and you hear something rattle like he just put coins in it.
Oh. Mental note to compensate Louis later.
I think to myself, where the fuck did he get coins?
I gave him
question.
a gold. No, I gave him
Well,
a gold
did you
one when
loot
he
him?
was-
No, because I'm like, I check my wallet. I'm like,
Your wallet is down 3 gold.
Because I asked him if he lost any valuables. He said he had a couple silver.
Yeah, he said he had some money on him.
Yeah.
I believe Morgan did give him the money. He taken from him back.
I just
That's what
took
the
from
captain
the
says.
It's like here.
Captain is sort of flipping through his book. backwards away. He takes out like his pen, scribbles something. He's like, "Oh, bless my eyes, right there, the moldy dragon. Oh, looks like you charted a week ago. Fantastic." Did you want to just use that bounty for repair then?
Yeah,
Yes.
be great.
Sure. I'm sure I can find you a
What am I
shipwright
gonna do
recommend.
with the crew? You know, or
Well, if you're looking for crew, I mean, best bet is to head down to the dockside taverns. There's always sailors
can
who've
we buy
done
a
a
crate?
charter ship looking for.
And-
We need
Let's
some,
just
we need some,
pretend we're looking for crew.
we need some crates for
We need
for
some
some. We got some stuff. We gotta hold in
We intend to
safekeeping.
spend lots of money at Silverport.
Yeah.
We
Or,
need
or what
some
if we get a lot of really old clothes and dress the skeletons up? Oh, from a moderate distance, they look like regular people.
Alright,
and a couple of masks.
what we need to do.
No. Okay, you know what we do? I go into the back like, oh, excuse me.
Get a bunch of clay, mold it into a big head shape, put clothes over, gloves over everything else, and then just sort of paint your face onto it.
Go
No,
smile.
excuse me a second.
Hey, as long as you're not right up.
I go.
One of the eyes is like pointing in the wrong direction.
I ask them to excuse me for a second, and I run downstairs,
Group meeting.
open one of the cannon ports, and go, skeletons, jump out,
Like
wait in the
everyone,
water.
Everyone hide in the
Wait in
water.
the water.
You don't have to climb back up to order them. You can do it just as long as you're wearing the hat.
Oh yeah, I go, wait in the water.
I summon a lifeboat, or not.
I have a hunch that
I-
bribe will stop them from searching us.
Actually, he does want to search the ship.
Yeah, everyone, everyone go wait in the
I just
water.
go wait in the water.
No, tell the skeletons to lie down like this, and we could just say, that was
Those
wait.
100-year-old emaciated skeletons, yeah, they would.
It's not gonna cause any
We
questions.
magically aged them to death.
I say
No,
go wait
it's
in the water.
extremely
The
suspicious.
easy solution to that is to just have them hop up the other side of the ship into the water, because
Yes.
they're skeletons, they don't need to breathe.
And if
Yeah.
you see, tell them that if they see a little hook with a worm on it, stay away.
Yeah, sit quietly. I'll call you later.
I don't want
Go
somebody
anywhere.
dragging up a human
Oh.
skeleton while fishing.
Yeah, stay away
That
from
happens
all.
more often than you think.
Stay away from all nets and hooks.
Well, they wouldn't go near them unless you told them to anyway, so.
Hide underneath the
If it's a really small child that's easily scared,
do it. No, just no.
The skull comes up. Cool!
No,
Takes it.
if there's a small child, go ooh,
Go.
shit,
And then disappear again.
and then disappear. No, like, and if at all possible, keep the myth of the ghost ship alive.
that is so vague, and they
I
are so
know.
bad
Remember,
at
they're
following
dumb.
directions.
They are dumb.
Keep
Don't
the myth
say
of the
that.
ghost ship alive, alright. One of them goes off in search of an animation ritual. The other one writes down the legend of the ghost ship, and there's now an animate book that floats around and yells the story to people.
There's that poster plastered around during the night
No,
that
about
talk.
the ghost ship.
No, I'm gonna say keep quiet in the water. Just keep quiet in the water. That's good.
The captain does want to search the ship.
Go ahead.
Right ahead.
He heads on board. He starts. Him and his the other members there start searching around. The captain actually remains on shore with you guys. Sort of watching. He's like, "Sorry, this is just we can't let any boats to the harbor without a search."
No. We understand.
I'm just gonna take a seat.
I mean, we've seen the kind of ships that are out there.
We killed
And
those kinds of
those
ships.
people.
Oh, we saw that other smuggler ship.
You're right, they're not people.
They're drows.
Because
Wait,
drows aren't.
Question. So I go up to like
Dirty
Waldo and I just kind of take
drafts.
his sleeves a little bit. Like, did we mention the other ship that we saw?
Do we? Oh,
Did we get a name on what that ship was?
yeah.
Yes.
But we have whereabouts.
Yeah,
so
no,
if
we'll
did-
let them know about the drug runner.
We had a
Drug
flag.
runner ship.
That was the Storm's Pride. Is the drug
Yes.
runner.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tell
Oh
them
yes, and
generally where
we
saw
found a ship out in port. It was badly damaged. The Storm's Pride. We didn't see any survivors on
Oh, that
there.
was a different one. That was the Blue Raven.
Oh,
The Storm's Pride was the little
Was
running
the
boat.
one that kept
That
running
just-
onto the land?
We described
sort
it
of
on-
sailed past you.
yeah.
That you
oh,
were
okay.
that we scared
the
off.
Blue Raven
Yeah, we
was
scared
the
off.
pirate ship that got blown apart.
We let them know about both.
Yeah.
Alright. He asked if you had a hand in the destruction of the Blue Raven.
Nope.
No?
Was the Blue
And
Raven?
trust me,
Wait,
I'd brag
yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you already said no. You could have very easily hornswoggled your way into
I
a
was
bounty
gonna
there.
say it's a pirate ship, right, guys? Because like we just yes. We decided not to burn this
The
one down.
downside is usually you need proof.
Yeah, what happens if somebody shows up with proof?
Yeah.
Someone shows up with the captain's stony head. Actually, you've got one of the captain's hands.
We have his
With
parrot.
his sword
And
attached.
his parrot, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
dead parrot.
Speaking of that,
You
is
took
there
him.
any
Healers.
healers that could raise a dead parrot?
Raising dead.
Can, yes. Would, probably not.
Raising dead. Is not
Why do you want to raise a dead parrot?
Because it asked me to.
We're just looking at
Running
you.
by me again, son?
Ignore him. I'm sorry.
This doesn't strike me as an ignoring kind of thing.
Look,
Jeez.
it's very simple. We tried to interrogate the parrot while it was still dead.
Okay, so you're a mage of some kind,
Yes, I am.
right? And
You're
you
not
asked to raise
helping.
from the dead.
We should have said while it was alive.
He doesn't seem like he's angry about this. He just seems
He's
like
just intrigued.
perplexed as to why you care about raising a parrot from the dead.
Because
Yeah,
I want an
don't
undead parrot to put on my shoulder.
I would want an undead parrot.
Yeah. Because it's cooler than a living one.
They don't make a mess.
And then we're
They
gonna.
don't make a
Well, I
mess.
mean, you're not going to find a cleric in this city who's going to raise a skeletal parrot.
No,
I mean, you might
I want,
find-
I want the parrot to be alive.
Yeah, he wants his return to full
This
life.
is the greatest.
Basically,
debate
he
in our
wants a
party
revival
right
spell
now.
for a parrot.
He says, well, I mean, the clerics generally congregate in the Temple of Travel, which is what is this island is dedicated to. It's basically a big temple complex. It consists of priests and priestesses of Avandra, who is the goddess
Hey,
of
that's my
trade
god.
and travel, and Malora, who is the goddess of the wilderness and the sea.
Okay, when I get
Shocking thing for a shipping port town to have temples do.
What's with the,
the giant whirlpool.
Oh, that's the temple maintains that. That's a defense system.
Oh.
If a ship tries to enter harbor without clearance, the whirlpool heads over to them.
Cool.
Yeah, aren't you glad you didn't try to run into the town?
I'm
That would've
not
been
that
fun.
stupid. He might have done it, but I wouldn't.
That would have been fun.
Knowing
Lose your boat
well-
the first day after like 2
Well,
sessions.
first of all, hearing about it being shoot pirates on site, probably not a good idea to barge your way in. Just saying.
Yeah. Same thing as if when you pointed out this little inlet here, if you tried to go over there, there is actually a post there watching, and they would have come over here and investigate. They've seen that trick before.
And also, we have Louis on the ship.
Are we
He would have
free
stopped
to
They
us.
pretend to leave that little strait unprotected.
I have one final question for all of you. How much money are you carrying around?
8 platinum.
Lie. You got less than you carried.
2,059.
How are you guys also rich? I have 800.
I got 15.
Because they've been playing this campaign a lot longer.
I also have, the 8 platinum is only 800 gold.
Why is they asking? Is this like a whole thing?
They're not asking, I'm asking you.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Because they're going to be curious why you're carrying a shitload of money around.
We're adventurers.
Because that is a lot of money.
Well, it's all hidden in my cloak, unless they're gonna search me.
I go, we're Alex Terminator.
Yeah, so they find the investigation here does turn up this big chest of gold and gems and platinum. It's like, where the hell did you get that?
Requisition.
From?
Personal collection.
Widowcutter.
No.
Yeah, if you got it off the ship, you're entitled to it, I guess. But I wouldn't advise carrying that around into town with you.
We're not going to.
If you want, we got the lockbox out of the station. You can keep that in.
I used it, yeah.
Why is there a lot of like
Look,
crime and
just have
robbing
the
going on
skeletons
in
guarded
town?
underwater.
Depends where you go.
Like,
There's always
which
a
parts
bad
of town
part.
are
You're gonna get
sketchy.
crime anywhere.
I'm gonna say yes. We're okay with that.
He can give you a rundown of the town and tell you basically that
I'll pay it out of my pocket to store.
this sort of island you're on now is basically just a sort of lighthouse, signaling tower, and keep. This island it connects to here is basically a very high-end district section of town. It's where a lot of basically the guardsmen who are like higher
We
up
got
down-
5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. This won't take long. They live. Over here is actually the mayor's house.
Mm.
Over here is, again, is that like lighthouse. One of the 2 lighthouses. This big island in the middle here is basically all docks.
Oh,
It's all docks and basically travelers' rest points and taverns. This central channel here is sort of where most of the ships come in and dock on either side of this thing. This big island here is sort of the part of town you generally want to avoid at night. It's got an arena in it. It's where a lot of the sort of low rent housing is. It's safe, sort of this side of the shipping channel has all the warehouses on it. This side of it has all the workers on it. Now, this one is the temple. This is basically a trade district. It connects. This is a sort of small area of farmhouses which have farms extending over there. This is all basically trade. Up here is a magic academy. It's not very big, but it exists.
Where's the quiet house in relation to all this area?
Quiet house.
Is it quite far away from?
Quiet house is right there.
Oh.
It is on that little island there.
It was extremely close to us.
Yes, it is.
Do we see any of the ships?
You
Like,
do see a ship out there.
is it the
It is the ship.
is it the Stonecutter ship?
It's the stone cutter.
Oh, there it is. Has it moved like in your records? Like, has it come in the last few days?
Yes. Yeah. That was a bit of a odd one. I mean,
Local news.
yeah, that was something of an event, really. I mean, it sailed out a few days ago. Said they were going to be coming back in a few days. They came back. Ran through them, searched the ship. We didn't turn up anything. The people on it seemed a bit weird, but otherwise fine.
Wait, describe it.
Was this a firefight class
Kind
ship?
of zonked. Sort of like they might have been drugged or something, or high.
Were they?
Not sure.
Were they escorting a young man who looks sort of beaten up, who looks kind of like me?
No.
Were they have any boxes that they carried? Big boxes that.
No, they weren't really shipping anything. They just had some supplies, and there were let's see, there were 3 of them that had armor and weapons, and the rest of them looked like mages.
Interesting.
They made their way up, said they were heading over toward the academy.
Well, thank you very much.
Do you have like a transit system?
What's this to you in public
Cats.
Yeah, walking.
Yeah, besides that, like horse-drawn carriages or something.
I mean, you can probably rent a horse, but most people use boats.
Yeah. It's kind of like
There's
a
little
Venice,
sort of
kinda.
like, if you've ever been to Venice, there's like little gondolas that go around between the
We'll
islands.
take the schooner that we got.
Most people just walk.
We'll just take the little lifeboat we got if we need to.
Oh, it's just that I want to get here.
Yeah, there's bridge. There's the long dock there. There.
I summoned the lifeboat, bigger fish.
Something to consider for next time. I can, if you would like, just email you this image. So you have.
Is the lifeboat seriously called Bigger Fish?
Yep.
So you can
That's
summon
what he
big
named
fish?
it.
Because there's always one.
Yes.
There's always bigger fish. Yeah.
Well, if the lifeboat is there's always bigger fish, then our regular boat is the bigger fish.
Exactly.
I guess so.
It's called the moldy bigger fish.
The moldy bigger fish.
Are we changing the name of our ship again?
No,
That's not
Find another bottle.
Doom the town.
What do you mean find another bottle?
Well, he might not want to taste it all on breaking them.
To be fair, we could just use the drow one, which is literally poison.
I don't know, at this point I'm probably rocking myself to sleep with like a collapsed lung from just the poison going, bloody betters.
Oh no, you have more interesting things to concern yourself with. Captain failed to save against disease again.
Oh right, yeah.
That means you get the best disease in the game.
Oh god, better than filth fever?
Way better.
Oh no.
It can totally kill you.